Do 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 do. Hey y'all, how you doing? DR Bushcraft, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing quite well. Just doing a bit of a live stream here on an off night for me. Usually Tuesday nights, as you know, are my live streams. So just got a few things I wanted to share with everybody. Once we get a few more people in the house, and we'll get to that and see what I got in store over the next little while, right? So 618 Bushcraft, how you doing, Sean? Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. Jewish Redneck Preppers, how you doing? Shalom, shalom. Thanks for popping in. And Andy K. Oh, yo, punt dog. What's up, buddy? Thanks for popping in, man. Yeah, I know. This is kind of an odd night for me. I got some big competition out there tonight. Got Pusa Studios on and stuff like that. So I just came in actually from there. So, oh, there's a strange face. Hey, Steph, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in quite a long time. Been having a good summer, I hope. Yeah, a long time no see for sure. Things have been good, man. I've had a very active summer so far. To this point, I think I've been to Algonquin Park twice. I've been up boat camping twice. Did a nice solo canoe trip in the early season, and I'm just gearing up now for my annual 7-day canoe trip with the guys heading up north. We're heading up around Gogama area, and we're doing a trip called let me grab my map here. We're doing a trip called the Nebekwasi River, which is starts right just outside of the town of Gogama, which is south of Timmins. You might be familiar with the area, north of Sudbury, obviously. And it's going to be about a 62-kilometer trip we're doing in 7 days. We've got 7 guys going. It's a pretty big trip, and it's still up in the air whether I'll be using my new Swift canoe or if I'll be tandem paddling with my good buddy Jay, who's been my canoe partner for 20 some odd years anyways. So we're just going to see what's going to happen there. But this is one of the maps of the trip itself. It's we start over here in the town of Gogama, or just outside of the town of Gogama, and this is Highway 144 that runs over here, right? And then we sort of paddle up here and come on down here and across and then back up and then back down again. And got about 14 portages to do. Should be fairly interesting. Good times, of course. And I got a few new tricks up my sleeve for this trip. Get a few more people in the house, and we'll talk a bit about it there. But True North Angler, hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you, Adrian. Good to see you. I'm going to keep popping my glasses back on and off here. But yeah, like I say, got a few neat things in store for this trip. We wife and I just finished having dinner, and she's helping me get all the food prep and stuff like that. I'm usually the guy that gets stuck doing all the food prep and getting everything ready. I've got all the gear and stuff, so all the kitchen bag usually falls on my shoulders. But this year we got a couple other guys sort of pitching in and helping out a bit there, and we're trying to lighten the load this year from what we've normally been doing over the past. So let's see if we can get this canoe bag a little bit lighter, you know. Sounds like a great trip plan. 7 days, quite an adventure. Steph, we could probably use one more if you're interested, man. Let me know. That'd be pretty cool. We're leaving Friday night into Saturday morning, probably around 2 o'clock. We'll be passing by your place around Vaughan Mills there, around maybe 3-ish, somewhere around there, and continuing north. So that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if you've been out on any trips yet this year, but if you haven't, maybe you should. Maybe you should, right? Yeah. So, like I said, I got a few different things I wanted to announce tonight. That's why I'm on a Monday night rather than Tuesday. I can't go live streaming tomorrow night, so don't come looking for me if you wanted to join in, guys. Wife and I are going with friends to a concert, going to see some old school stuff. Don't laugh, but we're going to see Rick Springfield, Tommy Two-Tone, and Loverboy. Loverboy being the best of the bunch, right? So. So that should be a good time tomorrow night. But next week on Tuesday night. There again, I won't be live, obviously, because I'll be up north and won't be able to live stream then. And then the following Tuesday, we come back, and then we're going to see another concert. We're going to see Foreigner and somebody else. I can't remember who else they're playing with, but another older school band. Hey, President Saad, how you doing, buddy? And then, so basically, you'll see coming across the ticker on the bottom here. I've got I'm going to be going back to my old Thursday night live streams. That'll be happening around August 29th. Not set in stone yet because that is far away. My summer's just been so busy that I'm having a hard time setting a permanent schedule for my live streams. And I'm sure a lot of you out there can actually understand that, right? Simple Man's Barbecue is in the house. Hey, brother, how you holding up? I'm so sorry to hear about Blues Guitar Guy. Loved watching that dude. What happened to Blues Guitar Guy? Did I miss something there? Sorry, hold up. I'm so sorry to hear about Blues Guitar Guy. Loved watching that dude. Is that like another YouTuber? Did he have a mishap or something? Fill me in there, Simple Man. Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, back to it there. So yeah, so my live stream days are going to be kind of up in the air. I'm really hoping, guys, I'm getting close to that 1K mark, and I want to be able to start live streaming on my cell phone. I know I've mentioned that a whole bunch of times, and if we can get that taken care of, that would be awesome, right? Kildare, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in the house. Thanks for popping in tonight on this odd night for me for a live stream. But yeah, just going over a few things, just talking about how I'm going to be changing my live stream. Tuesdays over the next 3 weeks for me are going to be kind of out of the question. I probably won't be doing many live streams at all over the next couple of weeks. Just got so much stuff going on. But I do have my canoe trip planned. I leave Friday night. And something that's really neat that I'm going to be taking care of on this trip, and it's going to be an opportunity for you guys to actually follow along in real time almost my canoe trip. I've been for years wanting to pick up one of these here. It's called the Spot device, right? And essentially it's a satellite GPS messenger, and it's something that, I hate to say it, I'm turning 55 in September, right? So you never know what can happen once you start getting a little older, or even if you're younger. But I've always wanted one of these things that I could actually bring with me on a trip, just so that for peace of mind that I could let my wife know and my kids know that I'm actually safe and made it to my next destination and my next night, or things like that. You can check in with these things. But most notably so, it's got an SOS button on it that if something ever happened, you could have a bear attack, you can lose all your equipment and gear in a rapid. Somebody can break a leg, or somebody can have a heart attack. There's just so many emergencies that could happen out there, and the places where we go canoeing are so remote that there is most of the time there's no signal available, right? So this Spot device works off satellite, and it allows you to do a bunch of different things. One is a check-in. Okay, so you can check in and be able to let everybody in your family, or a list of up to 10 people, or whether it's phone numbers or email addresses, but you can do what's called a check-in, and you put together a predetermined message, and you hit that button, and that button will send a message via satellite to those 10 recipients to just let them know, I'm safe, everything is good. The other thing it's got is another message here, which is it's called a custom message. And you could set that for something different. You could send a message to somebody a little different, right? Like in my case, I'll be making sure I let my wife know, and it's going to be predetermined to say, hey, we've made it to our campsite. We are safe for the night, and everything is good. And there again, it's just adding peace of mind to the loved ones to let them know that everything is okay. My wife says to me, well, you've been canoeing for like 30 years and you've never had a problem. I say, yeah, you know what? But there's always that one time. And we've had mishaps where somebody's gotten sick or somebody's broken ribs or something like that. And it's pretty important. There's also a help button on there. The help button is basically something to say, you're having problems, but don't send the rescue. Like, don't send the helicopters and the dog teams just yet, right? it usually means like maybe you've had a mechanical failure, maybe you've lost your canoe, or you're lost, right? And you're trying to find your way out. So like things like that. And then of course there's the SOS button. If you push that baby, you better have a good reason to, or a bad reason to. If it depends how you look at it, right? So the SOS button is basically there to say, hey, we need to get the hell out of Dodge. This is the one you hit in case somebody in your party or yourself gets really injured, or somebody dies, or you are in a situation where you have no way out, and that's the button that you push, and it's going to cost you some money to get you out, but at least you're going to have that escape, right? But the one neat thing that I'm going to use for this trip, of course, with this, and you can see it right in the middle there, you can see the little footprint. And what that is it's called a tracker, and I've got it set up to track every 5 minutes. I may switch that to every 10 minutes, but we'll see. The more frequent you have it set for, 5 minutes over 10, it'll suck up more battery life. And what that does is allows me to track my trip and allows people like you to actually follow me on the trip. Whenever you want to, you'll be able to see that we are where we are on the map. What I'm going to do is once I get it all set up, I'm going to put a link into the this description below for this live stream. And if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I would say go follow me. It's Canoehound Adventures. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and you'll see the link that I will put in there. And at any time, you can go on my Facebook thing, and you'll be able to check out my progress as we're going along. And it displays on a Google map, right? Either with terrain or as a topo. And you can actually follow my progress from day to day on 5-minute intervals or 10-minute intervals, depends how I set it. And you'll be able to follow our progress throughout the entire trip over the 7 days, including where we've camped, when I've done check-ins. You'll be able to see our progress probably back and forth over portages and things of that sort. So if you want to see something that's going to be really neat, I'm hoping it works out well. I really am. Check it out. Like I say, you're going to have to, like I said, though, if you go into in the top of my page there, in the top corner, or in the description below, you'll see the link to my Facebook page and my Twitter page. Get on there and follow Canoehound Adventures, and you'll be able to follow the trek of this trip that we're going to be departing on for Friday. So I'll go over that in a little while again. I see we got a bunch more people in the house. We got Twin City Outdoors is in the house. 618 is still here. Sean is still here for sure. Definitely thought of this when I was out Mark Twain's National Forest, being that far away with no cell signal. I thought it'd be nice to message the wife and daughter things are good to go. And that's primarily one of the reasons why I've got this. I've been wanting one of these for many years, and I finally got one, finally broke down and got one. Over a couple of mishaps we've had over the last couple of years, I think it's just, you know what, for what it cost, I think, what was this one? I paid $189.99 at a store called MEC in Canada, and I guess that's comparable to REI in the United States. So I picked that up, but right now they got a promotion where you buy it, you fill out a rebate, and you get half off. So I'll be getting about $90 back. So there I'm only paying $90 for this, and then the subscription for this, which is the yearly subscription, is $199 US. And there again, right now with their promo code, I believe it's Summer50, you'll get 50% off your full year coverage. So that will allow you to, basically to get your coverage at half price. So it's a great way to start. And like I say, for some peace of mind, it's a good thing to have, I think. It comes with a neat little lanyard. It's also got a strap that will accommodate like a daisy chain on your backpack. So, and they say you need it to be very visible to, like you could put it on the shoulder of your backpack, and it needs to be very visible to the satellites in order to perform properly. So you can't have it covered up, you can't have it in your pack, under the canopy of forest or something. It needs a really clear view, because I guess this area of the spot device is actually the antenna. So it needs to have a nice clear signal. So yeah, like I say, guys, try and follow me. It should be a really cool time. We got Steve from Hiking Deep in the house. We got the Great Beard in the house. How you doing, fellas? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Uh, Steph wants to know, how does it work with the subscription? Does MEC set it up, or you make an account with that? No, basically, Steph, I purchased it, and then you go online. I believe it's findmespot.ca, and you just go on there and you sign in, register, and when you go through the process, you punch in the product code and stuff like that, and you get your 50% discount. Pay online, and you're good for the 1 year subscription. But like I say, it is $199 a year for the subscription, but with the promo code, you get 50% off of that. So basically, you're spending $100 US. But it's good for the full year. I do a lot of boating out on Lake Erie, and it can be used out there if you have problems with your vessel and you happen to be in an area where you're not going to be able to get help really quick. If you need the Coast Guard or something, that SOS button could be a lifesaver. You know what I mean? You run into inclement weather, and your phone isn't working proper, or you haven't got the phone number for the Coast Guard. That could be your ticket to being rescued and saving your life, right? So that's something that's really cool. I was thinking about getting something like that as well. You know what, Beard? I think it's a good idea, man. That's why I got one. 618, no hiking deep, Illinois. I drove 3.5 hours to Beaver Lake and Mark Twain National Forest. 618 bushcraft. I live in Springdale in northeast Arkansas. I was in the Ozarks yesterday shooting B-roll for Discovery Channel. That's right, yeah, hiking deep. Steve there, he's a what did you call yourself? A site explorer or something? Or yeah, he's got something to do with the Discovery Channel. Pretty cool stuff, man. Did I miss anybody else coming in the house here? We still got Killdeer in here, Twin Cities stuff. What a sweet idea, tracking. Yeah, man. I'm excited to see that part of the tracking. So, guys, another cool thing that's transpired for me over the last month, I would say. I've been on through my Facebook page. I was contacted by a company called Reuben. No, that's not me mispronouncing. The company's name is Woobin, and they are a producer of some really, really, really sweet flashlights. They do Cree, LED, and CRI, and all different types of flashlights, and they're tactical flashlights. And unbeknownst to me, they had contacted me and asked if I would be interested in doing a product review on one of their flashlights. This is one of the neat things I think about YouTube is people are starting to discover the ability of a small cost of producing something and shipping it out to someone for a bit of advertising through doing reviews. I'll tell you a little bit about this first before I get into actually showing you this flashlight, because I don't want to do the review now. I got to test this thing, and a good opportunity for me on Friday when I actually head out. Hiking deep, yeah, you're a location scout and creative consultant. That's what I was trying to spit out. Jarvis, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, brother. So I don't know how many of you out there have like a whole drawer full of flashlights. I know I've got little lantern ones, I got little clicky ones, you got the focus beam, you got the headlamps, you got there's like a million different flashlights, ones with bendy arms on them, and the list goes on and on and on. And I know I've got my fair share of flashlights, and the reason is because I'm always trying to find the perfect flashlight. Is there a such thing as the perfect flashlight? I don't believe there probably is, and I'm sure the one that I just got from them probably isn't as well. But what I'm looking for is something that's actually very reliable, right? So Woobin had asked me, like I say, if I wanted to do a review on one of their products, and I kindly obliged because it just so happened I was checking out some of their stuff there probably 3 or 4 months ago. Come across their website just doing a general search, and I didn't reach out to them at all. This is the neat part of this, is they actually found me through Facebook. So they contact me. We went back and forth through Messenger on Facebook, and they had actually asked me, like I say, to do a review. And they gave me a choice of 2 different flashlights. One was a 1200 lumen. It was a little bit bigger than this one. And this one here is 1,000 lumen. This one here is the TO46R. Comes packaged like this, all right? And you crack this baby open, and when you open this thing up, it actually, I didn't even do an unboxing video of this. I knew what it was, but I didn't even get, I was excited. So it's got a very nice, it's a nice small tactical flashlight. You can see, look at, it's like not even the size of the palm of my hand, but it's very nicely constructed of like, I guess probably like a military air grade or military grade aluminum. It's got 3 CRI lights in it with a total of like 1,000 lumens. It's got one of them batteries in it. It's rechargeable, but the battery is a where the heck is it? Okay, but it's not like a AAA or AA. It's like one of them big 1,000 MHA whatever lights. And the reason why I chose this one out of the two is because this one is actually USB chargeable. The other one wasn't. You had to either get replaceable batteries or you had to get rechargeables that would recharge outside of the unit. This one here's got a USB charger built into it. And long gone are the days like with this one here. This isn't your typical incandescent little light bulb that runs on 2 AA batteries and burns out in no time and is just like a case, a battery, and a bulb, right? This thing here actually has like almost like a microchip computer built into it there for whatever reason. I'm sure it's their technology, but it is like just a wicked little flashlight and bright. It's like, I've got a flashlight behind me. That's, I think, on a low mode. It gets brighter and brighter and brighter and then off, right? So bright. They call that turbo. Turbo sucks back the battery though, because like I say, it's got three of these CRI lights in it that are very bright. Press and hold, and you get this hey, I'm in trouble light, right? So. But I'm really excited about this that I get to try it out. It comes complete with a nice little holster. It comes with a USB thing and a little lanyard that you can also use. Right off the hop, and I don't want to say anything good or bad about this right now. Hey Jess, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, but right off the hop, I noticed that with the holster that comes with it, that the Velcro kind of almost doesn't fit. The Velcro is up here where it should be down here so that it will actually match up, and you can see maybe, I don't know, but it just barely holds. So you actually got to move it up, and which leaves more space, which makes me think that it could actually fall out of there. And then it's designed to either go on a lanyard, or it's also designed to go on like a molly chain system on your pack or on your belt loop or something like that. So I'm looking really forward to trying this thing out here on the trip that's coming up. So stay tuned for that, because like I say, I'll be eventually getting a good review, and hopefully right now from the onset, this seems like a really nice light. What the cost on this is, I'm not quite sure. I'm sure they're not cheap. But you can check them out. You could actually look up the specifics on this one here. Their website is, let's see, make sure I steer you in the right direction. I believe it's just Wuben, W-U-B-E-N. And this particular one is the TO46R. And it's a USB rechargeable. So check it out, guys. That's really cool. And just to boot, they also sent me a buff. So I got a buff to wear on this trip now. Doesn't have an alligator face on it or anything like that, but it's still a buff. Okay, actually, I just found the website. The website is www.wuben, W-B-E-N, light, L-I-G-H-T.com, wubenlight.com. Check them out, guys. Check out what they have. They have a lot of cool flashlights. So that's it for that there. Look at that. We got Jefferson Einstein in the house. How you doing, man? I've just been going on here talking about a bunch of stuff here on this odd night for me doing a live stream. Monday nights aren't going to be my regular nights. I'm looking at about 2 to 3 weeks, or well, August 29th, I'll be starting on my Thursday night, back to my Thursday night slot, hopefully. Tuesdays over the next 3 weeks, I am booked. I can't do any live streams. Tomorrow got a concert. Next Tuesday I'll be up north canoeing. The following Tuesday I got another concert, and then after that, who knows? But yeah, that's too far down the road. Oh, I missed a comment here by Andy. What did he say? Andy the prankster says, put a couple of $100 bills in the bottom of the pouch, Dennis, and lift the light a little higher in the pouch. Yeah, man, if I had a couple $100 bills of stuff in there, I would gladly do that. I'd be afraid they would fall out. I'd be afraid they'd fall out. MD Outdoor says, I see what you're saying. I'm just backtracking here to see. I know you guys have been participating here, and I've been rambling, but I just don't want to miss anything too important. Hey, it's Jess. What's up? Hey, yeah, there you go, Jess. Have you seen stuff outside lately? He's been laying pretty low, eh? Oh darn! I missed Sean leaving. 618 Bushcraft, a good buddy of mine. He birthday dinner is calling my name. Wow, it's your birthday today. If you're still in the house, happy birthday to you, Sean. So what's everybody up to this fine Monday night? I know we tell you a bit about my weekend. My daughter is getting married in September, and my wife threw a big, beautiful bridal shower for her yesterday. And I was lucky enough to be the only guy there. And no, I wasn't stripping. Okay, but no, I offered to help out wherever I could, and we basically. I shot, I think I got about 24, 25 gigabytes of video footage. Something that Vicky will really like, because I'll put together a nice video for her, a little shorty 15-minute blurb there, just a highlight reel. And then she'll have the rest of the video to watch over, so she can keep track of who gave her gifts and stuff like that. But she had a beautiful, beautiful bridal shower. Things went really, really well, so that was all awesome. Dave from Beastly Ironworks. Hey, man. Better late than never, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. I tried to get a hold of you a couple times today, but your phone was off the hook, or you had me on pause out. So one of the two. Yeah. I don't know if you guys seen Dave. Dave was on last week there. He popped in about 20 minutes after the live stream started, and we had a fun night. Dave, that was a good live stream last week, man. I had a blast. We put down a couple of beverages, which I'll be cracking into as soon as I'm done my coffee. But what have I got here? By Perth Brewery, I got a Calypso IPA, 4.8% alcohol. Yeah, never had one of these. So it's from made in Perth, Ontario, another microbrewery down there. Looks interesting. The artwork is pretty cool, but I'll get into that in a little bit. We'll even do the old Joe Robinette tap on top, right? Well, there's the man. It's Doug. Doug's in the house. Grim Adventures of Bushcraft and Hiking. Well, good thing you told me this would be happening, because I didn't get the notification. How's it going? Things are going good there, Doug. And you? Hopefully things are well. It's funny, It's funny you didn't get the notification. I posted this. I posted it this morning, and then I went and checked a different account to see if it was posting. It took over half an hour for it to actually come up on YouTube. But the other account I got there did actually get the notification. So it's kind of weird. Andy wants to know if I sold much of that cross-dressing gear. Only to one guy in Britain, over in the UK. Some guy over there bought one of my Canoehound Adventures limited edition nightshirts. Yeah. This guy's got a mohawk and everything, right? So, yeah. I sold a few, Andy. I'm really impressed, actually. A fellow that was in a little earlier there, Sean from 618 Bushcraft. He was the first one to buy one of my shirts off of Teesprings, and it's funny because he got his before I got mine, right? Like, I've got one now, of course, obviously, but yeah, he got his before I did, so that was pretty cool. But I have to thank you, Andy, for picking up one of my shirts. I hope you wear it proudly. It'll probably go really nice with that Canoehound sticker that you're going to put on your kayak. Oops, Um, uh, let's backtrack on that one. But no, man, that's pretty cool to know that my gear or my logo in some way, shape, or form is going to be over abroad. So that's awesome. Thanks very much, man. I really appreciate the support. That's cool. And what am I doing with my big profits, you ask? That's gonna go all into doing stuff like this spot system, so that you guys can follow me on these trips. I'll get back into explaining that again for everybody new that's coming in, but I'll give it a bit of time because I just finished rambling on about it. But I am so stoked about that and giving you guys the ability to actually track me when I'm on my canoe trip next week. That'll be so cool. It's nothing exciting. All you're going to do is see a map and a little triangle on there that says basically you are here. But it's pretty neat that you'll be able to see. And then you know what? I'm going to see if I could somehow integrate that into the video that I'll be shooting up there. It's a 7-day trip. I got a feeling this is going to be maybe a 2-part video at least. Not to bore anybody, but 7 days compressed into 1/2 hour or 40-minute video is going to be hard to do. So we got a Hunt Shack Wilderness Experience in the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Good to see you. That's awesome. Yeah, we're just talking there on this odd night for me as a Monday night live stream. Watch the ticker at the bottom there. We got some new information on there. I am on my road to 1K, guys and gals. I think I'm sitting pretty close to about 940 subscribers. That means 60 more people. My view time hours, I'm sitting at about 2550. So I've got just over 1,400 hours to get there to get myself in that monetized situation. But I want to hit that 1K well before my hours even, just so I can start live streaming on this guy. I've been saying that over my last 2 or 3 streams that I really, really, really want to get the ability to live stream off of this. I plan on, within the next month or so, I got to start getting back to my day camp. Don't remember, or you guys probably don't even remember my day camp. And I hardly remember it because my last time out there, I went out there and cut about 1/2 cord of wood, planning to be able to get out there throughout the summer, and I haven't even seen my day camp with leaves on the trees. And here we are in August, right? So I really need to get out to the day camp, see if it still exists, or if anybody's found it and destroyed it, or maybe somebody found my 1/2 cord of wood and said, "Hey, bonus, man, let's collect this wood and take it home." So I want to get out there and take care of all that stuff, right? What do we got here? Grim Adventures. Yeah, there's a notification issue, which was even confirmed by YouTube themselves. So it's an issue and has messed with my views even. Yeah, I don't know if you guys even had the same thing happening that I had last week. When I posted my last video, the analytics were they were everywhere. One spot said I had 121 views. Another spot said I had 60. And another spot said I had 84. And none of my numbers were jiving and stuff, so I submitted a report to YouTube, and then finally they put on the beta studio there that they were having trouble with the analytics, right? But I just really wonder how much view time actually lose through that there, how are they able to catch up on everybody's analytics that are all screwed up, right, and give them the proper hours and stuff. I don't buy it that they have been able to, so who knows, right? VP Fishing's in the house. How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. You're a newbie here in our live stream. This isn't my regular night. I'm usually a Tuesday night streamer, but over the next couple of weeks I will be indisposed and not able to do my live stream. So basically I thought I'd come on today and give everybody updates and fill everybody in on what's going on with Canoehound Adventures and my live streaming ability over the next couple of weeks. Reason being, got a couple of concerts to attend Tuesday nights. Got my big canoe trip of the season. I leave Friday night. I'll be gone from. I'll be on the water Saturday to Saturday. So that's all cool. Looking forward to that. Andy says if the stickers get here before the kayak decomposes, of course. You know what, Andy? I really got to make up some decals at the shop. I just haven't, we've been busy of sort, and I haven't had a chance to make up more decals. I do have a couple of my original ones, and I'll send you a couple of them too, but I want to do something special for you in store there, Andy. So that for you and of course our old buddy there, Sty, right? Andy K, underwear so soft you'll never wear anything else again. Canoehound Adventures swag. Yeah, yeah. Andy knows, man. He picked up one. No PayPal address, Dennis. I think I have a PayPal address up in my up around my header up there. No, be up there. I always get my sides mixed up. But yeah, I've got a PayPal address up there. But you know what, guys and gals? That's I don't even know why I put it up there. It's not necessary. Maybe one day when I get the ability for super chats, but I still have to hit that 1,000. Maybe you guys can share this stream out. If you know anybody that's looking for some cool outdoor content, send them my way because I'm looking for some very interested subscribers that enjoy this type of content. Outdoors, everything from bushcrafting to hiking. I even got in the next couple of weeks, I'll be posting, my daughter and I went and did a starter scuba class. And that's part of the adventures for Canoehound Adventures. It's not just paddling, it's not just bushcraft, it's a lot of different things. So stay tuned and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys and gals. Jimmy, how you doing, man? Knights Armory's in the house. Good to see you. Sorry I couldn't stick around longer on your Saturday live stream there, but yeah, my daughter's getting married and I was helping out with the bridal shower thing that was going on here in our backyard. Wife rented a great big giant tent for the backyard, and we had like food like you would not believe, and decorations. We used the Tinkerbell theme because my daughter is absolutely in love with Tinkerbell, and my oldest daughter and my wife and the sister-in-law and a bunch of us, we just went to town in the backyard, and I'll tell you, we turned it into the backyard into like a little fairy tale land. Maybe I'll put some highlights out there because I do have a lot of video of it, and I'll show you guys that I wasn't afraid to hang out with like 40 women. How's that? And keep my clothes on. Blended Whiskey's in the house. Hey man, how you doing? Good to see you. And P Corona, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? That's another new face in the house. Nice to see you pop on in. You know who I haven't seen in a while, guys, is Dan from Herbert T Outdoors. Anybody seen Dan around lately? He's usually good for a drop in once in a while, but I haven't seen him for a long time. Hike with Mike's in the house. How you doing, bud? The original swamp dweller. Yeah, for sure. So, guys, take a look at Jim from Knights Armory's logo, his little logo beside his name, and tell me that this beer can wouldn't look good on his mantle. Okay, it's from the Skeleton Crew Brewing Company. I don't even know where these guys are located, but like I say, Jim, that's going to be coming your way. Just because every time I see this can, man, I think of you, brother. So, and Dave thought it was a great fit too. You haven't seen him either, eh, Jim? Yeah, I don't know where he is. Maybe, well, I know I think he finally picked up a job, and or I shouldn't say it that way. He finally picked up work after he moved, right? And I think he's, from what I understand, he's been working a couple of different jobs, so he's probably been busy as heck, right? I got to figure out a way to use a white magic marker and put a big mustache hanging off the side of that, though, right? Or maybe I'll get Dave to forge me a mustache that we could crazy glue to it or something like that. Pete Corona saying hi to Jess there. We got Andy saying hi to Mike. That's cool. Yeah, it would look good for sure, Jim. Everybody's saying hi to each other. That's awesome. LOL. That can is a good fit. I agree for sure. Yeah, you know what? That's the one thing too. With this canoe trip coming up, over the years, my buddy my buddy Jay and I, we've gotten kind of spoiled on our canoe trips. You know, spoiled in a respect that we brought a lot of gear with us that's not easy to carry, like 2 cases of beer in 1 cooler bag, and a couple of bottles of this and a couple of bottles of that. And this year, all of us have agreed that we're really going to try and lighten the load. And as we're trying to lighten the load, like I'm increasing weight bringing on new heavy stuff, right? But no, in all seriousness, this year we've determined that each guy is going to bring whatever they want to drink themselves. If they want to carry a case of beer, carry a case of beer, right? But me, I'm going to probably bring about 7 or 8 good IPAs, something just to have a nice cold, refreshing beer or warm, refreshing beer by the fireside at nighttime with dinner. And that's going to be about the extent of my alcohol consumption. I don't really drink a lot anymore, anyways, right? But my teenage days are long gone, or my early 20s, anyways, my party years. But I do enjoy a good, fine IPA, and I've got a few favorites that I'll be bringing up there with me. And if I enjoy them, I do, and if I don't, they'll come home with me, right? So that's all good there. And the cool thing too is just sitting by the fire. September 18th will be 1 year that I've been off the cigarettes and the cigars and the whole 9 yards. And it kind of sucks because I got a nice collection of cigars still in my humidor downstairs, but it's they're all staying home. It was always nice to have a nice cigarillo or something by the fire and enjoy a beer and stuff like that. But this year things are going to change. Cowboy coffee, right? A little bit of cowboy coffee. This is Keurig coffee. It's not cowboy coffee. In a Hamilton Tiger Cats football mug, of course. For those of you that are Canadians, you know what the Hamilton Tiger Cats are, right, Steph? Yeah. So, sorry to hear that, Andy K. Get a graft from Stuy's Chinway. Yeah, Andy. I know exactly what you're saying, Hey, Stuy, can I have a little? Yeah. Geez, too bad about Stuy. Hey, I don't know if any of you know Stuy North or follow him. Great guy, great guy. If you haven't got him or picked him up yet, I know he's not even in here, but if you've never picked up Stuy or watched him, he's a great storyteller, just a super YouTuber for sure. Very welcoming every time you go into any of his live streams. But this guy, he's got the big Jim beard, right? Or probably even better. I'm sorry, Jim, you got to check out Stuy's beard. He's got a kick-ass beard. And he went on. He was out just last week, and he was on a 7-day adventure. And somehow he blew his ankle out. He sprained his ankle really bad, and he was showing pictures last night on his live stream. And his one foot was just ballooned right up. And I felt so bad for him because he's retired. And he's got himself a kayak, and he's got a few favorite lakes he likes to go to. And he gets out there and he wants to really enjoy himself. And doesn't he go out there? I guess he was on a hike or something, Andy, and he blew his ankle out. And it's like, poor bugger. It's like, damn. Only wish good stuff for that guy. Only wish good stuff for him, for sure. Getting back to it here. So you're leaving the camp gear behind. You know what, Hunt Shack? I'm not leaving it all behind. We're really lightening things up. The food, we're going back to more of the lighter foods. Aside from having our steak dinner, but a lot of it's going to be now freeze-dried stuff and stuff that we prepare ourselves and really flourish, Soup Works or Sidekicks and accentuated with some fresh stuff to make them better. So that stuff there, we're getting rid of the big folding camp lawn chairs that we used to bring, and I've gotten this little lightweight thing from Kid Products. They got one of those little tiny aluminum collapsible chairs, which weighs 1/10 of what the other ones weighed. And I had it. It's the same chair I was using in my my solo canoe trip to Algonquin Park. Great, comfortable little chair. It works. It gets your ass off the ground, right? So Steph outside says he's been slowly bringing more and more. My pack was about 35 pounds on the last trip. The portage wasn't quite as fun. Yeah, you know what? You can keep packing the shit in there, but I'll tell you, it gets no easier to carry. And Steph, you're still a young fella. Okay? You start hitting 55 like me. I'm trying to go lighter. That's why I bought the Swift canoe, and that's why I'm trying to lighten my pack up. And I'm hoping next year on our trip we can actually, all the guys, be responsible for carrying and cooking our own food. Each guy can eat whatever they want one night. We'll do one common steak dinner and then our fish fries. But each guy should be able to carry their own pot set, their own cooking implement. Me, I can cook right on the open fire. I don't even need a MSR stove or a kid twig stove or anything like that. I could cook right on the open fire. I like cooking on the twig stove, and I do like cooking on the MSR, but it's not necessary. You can get by without it. And these are all things that excess weight, right? Carry 3 fuel bottles to go with your MSR stove as opposed to using a twig stove where you're carrying a stove and then your fuel's all around you. Just rethinking things like that really helps, right? Thanks, Steph. Yeah, for being a tobacco. You know what? I've been an on-again, off-again smoker for many years of my life, and I always feel so good when I don't. And this time here, the habit is gone. That's to me all it's ever been, right? I've never liked smoking, but when you get in the habit, it's like doing anything, right? Like little kids picking their nose, they get in the habit of picking their nose, right? It's you can almost relate the two to being the same thing, right? More of an organic peace pipe this year, Dennis. There you go, yeah, peace pipe. I know a lot of people that smoke pipes when they go up. Actually, the one guy that smokes a pipe there, I don't know if he's on tonight watching or whatever, but Ingo from Kid Products, I went on a canoe trip with them guys, and Ingo pulls out this nice long pipe, right? A little bit of pipe tobacco. It reminded me of my grandfather who used to smoke a pipe. That was one thing of all tobacco products. I've always enjoyed the smell of pipe tobacco. So that there reminds me of my grandpa Rogers big time. I'm more of an Argo. Argo suck. Argo suck. Oski wee wee, Steph. Oski wee wee. Yeah, I can say that right now because my Tie Cats are doing pretty good, Steph. So that's good stuff. Maybe you should come down and go to the Labor Day Classic. Let me know if you want to go. I could order you tickets and get my discount because I'm a season ticket holder for the Tie Cats. So come on down and you can wear your double blue, and I'll wear my black and gold, man. Duke it out. Yeah. Andy K is doing my challenge tomorrow. What challenge is that, Andy? What did I miss there, bud? What do we got? Hike with Mike. I went to high school with Canadian Football Hall of Famer. The pinball. You went to school with Pinball Clemens, eh? He's you know what? I've got an autographed football in my office of Michael Pinball Clemens. He was of all Argo players, well, besides Flutie too, but of all Argo players, Pinball Clemens was one of my favorites. That guy had charisma. He was a cool dude. We were both grads at Dunedin High School in Florida. Cool. Very cool, Mike. I didn't know that. That's cool. What do we got here? Hey, here in Maryland, we had a Canadian football team. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, those were the heydays when the CFL was going to go under, and then they started expanding into the U.S., and that went nowhere. And now we're back down to 9 teams, but we're getting one more. We're getting a Maritimes team, so that's cool. Luckily, Stylo is only a short way from his camp. Yeah, he only had to belly crawl a short distance. My state may as well be Canadian. Are you New York State, Jeffs? Are you in New York State? Lamping in style, for sure. Dennis, do you get yourself a canoe apprentice and then get to hump the food? You know what? We have a running joke about that, Andy. Anytime we bring on a new guy, I've got one of those harness that a roofer wear on a roof as part of like their safety program so they don't fall off a roof. And if we ever get these young guys that come canoeing with us, we always put the fear of God into them, right? I pull out the harness and I go call them over and they'll say, what? And I go, well, we got to put this on you. And they're looking at me what it's for, right? And I said, you're the new guy and you're on bear duty. And they go, what do you mean bear duty? I said, well, pull out of their bag. We got a little a pulley, right, in our rope system and this harness, and said, you're on bear duty. Tonight, we're going to hoist you into the tree. You're going to hang there, and we're going to give you a flashlight. And if a bear comes into camp, you scream and yell, and you flash the flashlight at him, and we'll get up and make sure we help you out. And we had 2 of my cousins, just little guys, right? They're probably at the time maybe 10, 12, 13, something like that. They thought I was serious. They thought I was dead serious. So now that's the running joke. Anytime we got a newbie coming on a trip, we tell them that they're going on bear duty, and we explain to them exactly what they got to do, and that's hang in a tree and scare the bears away so that they don't come and get our food, right? And we've had a few of them pretty paranoid. It's either that or we make the new guy, whether they could drink it or not, make them carry the 2 cases of beer, right? Over each portage. We get to the end, we all crack one. If they're not old enough, drink the water. I know, what a mean guy, eh? Jess, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. That's Rain Dance Bushcraft. For those of you that don't have Jess, go pick him up, guys and gals. Jess is a cool dude. Jess, you're all on your own tomorrow night, brother. I won't be live streaming tomorrow night. I got a concert to go to, so unfortunately, I won't be getting over and doing any of a raid. So you're on your own. Sorry, I'm gonna miss, but I will watch your or at least part of your live stream there after the fact, and I'll get in there and give you a comment and a like and all that neat stuff. Clan tobacco smells like custard. Never heard of clan tobacco before. Jessica, yeah, fire starter, easy carry, yeah. Get yourself a canoe apprentice. You. What's Jessica saying you to? Wow, glamping in style. Canadian. Hey there, Andy K. Andy K. Sty gotta eat chocolate loaded with Naga Jolkia pepper. Is that like a burn your face off pepper or something? MD Outdoors. We were only U.S. team to win the Grey Cup. Yes, they were too. Yeah. That's pretty interesting, eh? You know, I love the NFL as well, but being a Canadian guy and all through high school having watched football and stuff at like high school football, Canadian football rules. I love the fast pace of the CFL. I like the idea of on a kickoff you have to run the ball. You don't have to take a knee like in the NFL and automatically end up at the 20 or 25 yard line. You want that 20 or 25 yard line, you got to run your ass off and get tackled, right? That's what I like about the CFL. The 3 downs rather than 4 downs makes the game fast. It makes these guys throw for 5 to 10 yards on their first pass to try and maintain and keep things going and keep the flow of the game going. 2 and out. You can have a. I'll give you an example. This past weekend here on Saturday, the Ticats were playing the BC Lions, and going with less than 10 minutes left in the game, we were down 34-19. The Ticats were down 34-19 to BC. We ended up winning 35-34 on a couple of special team plays that basically got us 2 touchdowns, and we won the game. Last touchdown was like just under a minute to go, or just over a minute to go in the game. In the CFL, you can have a 15-point or a pretty big lead going with at the 3-minute warning, and you could still come back and win the game. It's an amazing game. It really is. It's a fun game to watch. The caliber of the players, based on their size, they're fantastic, right? All the big boys go to the NFL. But doesn't mean that just because they're big, they have all the skill. They don't, right? But a lot of these small guys in the CFL, one of our top players on the Tiger Cats, his name is Brandon Banks. We call him Speedy B. The guy's probably $130, soaking wet, right? And he's one of the best receivers in the CFL. This guy, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's fast. Guys can't catch him. Yeah, just a really cool game. I enjoy the CFL big time. Hey, I see we got Brains Outdoors is in the house. Hey, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you stopping by the stream for sure. What do we got here? Get back up here, catch up. Canoehound Adventures, that's funny, man. Yeah, that is funny that they're the only ones too. So Jess is in Minnesota. Okay, I've been to Minnesota once years ago, just for it was like a work trip. Rain dance, me neither. I'm flying to Calgary. I'm playing a music festival in Alberta this week. Oh, cool, Jess. That's awesome. I didn't know you played. What do you play? Are you a guitarist or in a band? What's the deal there? Nice one, Jess. Rain dance. Well, neither of us live streaming. Will YouTube implode? No, I don't think YouTube will implode. Somebody will just fill right in. Actually, Sty North will be probably live streaming tomorrow night there. So for those of you that don't have Sty North, get on there, pick this fella up. You'll find Andy in there. Andy will welcome you in there with a couple of chuckles for sure. Andy's like he's a regular. He's like the sidekick to Johnny Carson, right? So that's all good. Yeah. Jolokia makes ghost pepper seem more like kids' marshmallow. Okay, I've never heard of a Jolokia. I'm probably not even saying it right. You to nose. Oh, catch up and his ear to nose picking. Yeah, it's a bad habit, Jess. Yeah, Braden says, "What's up? We're just chilling, Braden. Got to stick around for a bit because I'll probably start going over again what's going on with my canoe trip and what I have planned for it, and how you guys can actually be part of my canoe trip that I leave on for Friday." Look at that. We got Happy Mountain Trekkers in the house. Hey, boys, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Mountain Trekkers, 618 Bushcraft, who was in a little earlier. They're all part of the community outdoors that I speak of almost every time we do a live stream. Happy Mountain Trekkers, they've done their video already. I believe they were one of the first ones to do in this season. Get on, check out Community Outdoors. Do a search for it in YouTube, and you'll come across it, and you'll see some pretty good videos. I believe theirs there. They were doing a little bit of showering in that one and stuff like that. But it's all good times. All good times. Check them out, people. And yes, Braden, thank you very much. Hit that thumbs up, and even better yet, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, guys, please help me out there. Let's help get me up to that 1,000 mark. I'm probably sitting around 940, somewhere around there right now. And it's something that's pretty important to me, and it's not even for the monetization. I keep saying time and time again, it's so I could actually live stream on one of these bad boys here. My monetization will come in its own time at about 2,500 hours right now, and I'm getting there. People are watching my stuff, and that's all cool. Squidjigger.ca. Is that the name of your band? I play bass guitar for a Celtic trio. Cool. I didn't know that there, Jess. That's news to me. And I guess that's your website, squidjigger.ca. Check it out, guys and gals. Check Jess out there playing his bass guitar for a Celtic trio. That's cool. I didn't know that. I will definitely check that out, man. That's neat. I'm a drummer. I haven't picked up a set of drumsticks in about 15 years, but I played drums when I was younger, and then I had surgery on my arm and a bad shoulder, and that kind of put the kibosh to that there. But I really miss playing. I really do. MD Outdoors. Hey, it says at Canoehound Adventures, we have arena football here, and it's a very fast-paced game, and I like it better than the NFL. And the players are a lot nicer than NFL players are. Yeah, arena football. Like, you know what? You know what gets me about football, MD, is each team, has their key players, right? They have their stars. And these are the guys that are starters every year, and they're the guys that never get cut and stuff like that. But I follow the CFL quite closely, and a lot of players in the CFL are former NFL players or players that couldn't make it in the NFL, or players that have been cut or injured. But that game, I'll tell you, there is absolutely zero, and I mean a big zero, loyalty to any player on your roster. In the CFL, like this year, the Hamilton Tiger Cats alone have cut or released enough players to make another good football team. It's kind of mind-boggling that there is no security. Like if you're a football player and you want to buy a house, I wouldn't buy a house in the city you're playing in for sure, because there's no saying you're going to be living in that place very long, unless you're one of the starters or one of the key players. But even there again, I've seen some of our key players. It's like, you got to be kidding! They got rid of him. They got rid of him. They got rid of him, and they're all going. But it's just the big shuffle, right? So yeah, no loyalty. Don't play NFL or CFL or arena football. You were saying the same as I do. Happy Mountain Trekkers. What's up, Canoehound? Now just carrying on here, guys. Just carrying on. StreamYards will let you go live on your phone, Dennis. I've heard that, and I started researching that today, Andy. When I was at the shop, I had a few minutes. I was eating lunch, and I thought I would check it out because I know a lot of guys. Actually, I got it right here. StreamYard, right? Got So I'm looking into that a bit. I want to see how I could try and integrate that into the OBS, because I'd like to start having the live panels, getting 5 or 6 of you guys on, because it makes things a lot more fun if we're all sort of participating and we all got our banter like you and Sty were doing last night. There were the 2 of you on that live stream. I was gonna think about jumping in on that too if I could have, but I was just turning in because we had that long day with the daughter's bridal shower, right? So that was yeah. Happy Mountain Trekkers, what do you play? Just got back from band rehearsal myself. Yes, I play guitar in a rock metal band. Revlo. Rock metal. Cool. I would have figured you for maybe like a southern rocker there, Appy, for sure. Our other guitar player passed back in June, so we were working on a new guy and preparing to get back on a horse. Wow, man, that kind of sucks, eh? But at least you guys are getting back up. Have one of those big memorial concerts. Anyways, guys, I was how many people we got in the house right now? We got one more. Joran, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. It's one of my good friends from over Sweden there. Good YouTube buddy. Good morning, guys. Yeah, you're in your morning now, right? So you're getting ready for work, I'd imagine. So, guys, I was mentioning earlier in the live stream here that a few things, and this is the main reason why I actually come on tonight and I'm doing this live stream. Just first off, wanted to say that next Tuesday, or tomorrow being Tuesday, which is my regular stream night, I will not be on live streaming tomorrow. I have a concert to go to, and been waiting on this one for a while, so that kind of took precedence over my live stream. Next Tuesday, I will be off because I'll be up north on my canoe trip, so there'll be no live stream there. And then the following Tuesday, I actually have another concert. So what I'm going to do is, starting August the 29th, which is a Thursday, I will be going back, which was my original live stream night, was Thursday nights. I had to give that up because of my football season membership there, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss my football games, because yes, we do have Thursday night football in the CFL, and I wanted to make sure everything was good there, so I switched to Tuesdays. But I'm going back to my Thursday streams. I'll maybe try to get another live stream in there somewhere to just confirm things. But yeah, so if you guys come looking for me tomorrow, you're not going to find me, nor next Tuesday or the Tuesday after, right? So, but a good stream to go check out. Sty North. Check out Sty North's live stream and help him grow his channel. Help him grow. He's way higher than I am for subscriber count, so that is what that is, right? Hey, look at that. Preston Scott's in the house. Talk about another website or YouTube channel you guys want to check out. Check out Preston Scott. Preston, I'm not even going to go on about what I always say about you, but I have a high admiration for this guy. He's a kid with some morals, and it's hard to find in a young gentleman that that just doesn't want to party all the time, but the guy's got morals and he's got beliefs, and he wants to be flies. He's taking flying lessons. So good to see you, Preston, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. We're just on our odd night out here of this here live stream, and I'm trying to get caught up. Let's see what we got here. Swag. Oh, there goes Andy posting my swag again. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Canoehound Advent. Actually, Andy, if you could, would you be able to possibly post my Facebook link so that you guys can follow? Because that's what's leading up to the next thing I'm going to talk about. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you'll be able to follow me this Friday on my upcoming canoe trip. We leave Friday night. There's 7 of us in this party going up on a 7-day canoe trip. We'll be canoeing about 62 miles, and it's in the basically in the remote wilderness of northern Ontario, just below Timmins. And we're heading up there and doing this trip. It's called the Nebuchadnezzar River Canoe Route. This is the map for it. But you'll get to see more of that once I shoot my video and get that posted, because we'll show highlights and stuff. But the neat thing about this trip, I just picked up this thing called Spot. It's Spot Gen 3. And basically what this is a satellite tracker. satellite communicator that will allow me to get out of any bad problems that might arise up there, whether it's injury or anything bad, right? Because it's got an SOS beacon which would alert the authorities to come and rescue us. But it's also got a tracker on it. It's also got a notification on there, like a message notification, where I could send predetermined messages to my loved ones to let them know, hey, we're here, I'm checking in, everything's good. We made it to our campsite, everything is good, right? But the one thing it also has, and you can see on the bottom middle button, looks like a little footprint. And what that footprint does is when you set that, I've got it set to go anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. It'll actually send a beacon, a cookie, and it'll transmit, and it'll put a place mark on a map that you guys will be able to go onto my Facebook page, and you'll be able to follow my progress throughout the entire trip, right down to like 5-minute intervals, 5 or 10. I'm not sure. I might switch it to 10 just because it'll extend the battery life on this thing, and they say the battery life is only, you get about 3 or 4 days out of these expensive batteries. So I got to get some rechargeables for it too. But if you want to follow me on the progress of the trap, and it'll be a Google map, either you can put it on terrain or on the topo, and you can actually follow my progress. You'll be able to see where we're camped. You'll be able to see what point we're at on a lake or a river, or where the portage is and stuff like that. So check me out on grab up my Facebook page, Canoehound Adventures, or on Twitter, Twitter at Canoehound Adventures, or Facebook at Canoehound Adventures, and follow me there, and you guys will be able to follow this progress. How well it's going to work? This is my first time doing it, so who knows? I might jumble it up, but it should be pretty good. I invite you guys to do that and check it out. Yes, in Ontario it's 9:07 now, so I'm 4 minutes behind you there, Hunt Shack, already. Yeah, Jesse, Jordan, everybody's saying hi. What do we got here? Thanks, Jess. I'm doing really good there, Preston. I'm doing really good. It's good to see you, really. I haven't seen you in quite a while, Preston. I know you've probably been busy. Busy summer, I'd imagine, but hopefully the flying lessons are going well and things are going well on your end there. Our Alaskan cabin is in the house. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Rod Markins is in the house. Rod. I've been trying to get to 200 for so long. Thank you. Yeah, check out Preston Scott 536, and let's help him get to 200, guys and gals. We can do this. I know we've pushed a couple people over their milestones over the past. It'd be pretty cool to get somebody else over. And at the same time, I'm trying to hit that 1K mark, y'all. I'm getting so close. I can almost taste it. Yeah. But Jordan staying to Steph. I'm back on track again. Early this year, I got burned out and had so much to keep up with, so many streams, too many channels I followed to watch their videos, but I'm just fine now. Yeah, that's the hard thing. Joran, is when you're trying to, you follow so many people, it's hard to keep up with their stuff, right? I try. I probably spend way too much time on YouTube, but we got rid of cable TV, so YouTube is my TV now, right? You're in stuff outside. That's what I got burned out. And Happy Mountain, gotta run, y'all. Have a good evening. Glad I could catch you on here, Dennis. Been super busy lately, man. Thanks very much for coming out. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing Doug get his post up there for Community Outdoors. Like I say, guys, if you haven't checked out Happy Mountain Truckers, check out his website. Check out his post that he did for the Community Outdoors, which is one of the videos for Season 2 here. And he also has a Season 1 video as well on there. Check him out. Show him some love. Smash that subscribe button for him. Turn it gray. And, yeah, keep caught up with the Community Outdoors. It's neat stuff. Stuff outside. The same way, Aron. I've been away from YouTube for a while. Sure, it's tough to keep up with everything. I'm finding that myself, Stefan. It's I have my own business and it's a full-time job, right? And just trying to be able to create the kind of content that I want to create, being my outdoor videos of canoe trips or hiking or going to my day camp. It's hard, sometimes. What was it last? would have been last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend. I was editing the video for my last video that was out, which was the solo overnighter with minimal gear. Had a great time shooting that, but I had a hard time trying to find the time to edit the video. And my wife told me, she says it was Sunday, and she says, hey, you know what? Today would be a good day for you to go out and either jump in your boat, go fishing, or go on out and go to your day camp. You haven't been there for a while, right? And I said, yeah, you know what? I'd really, really love to. And I know Molly sure would have loved to have, but I had to get the video done. Because I was up north for a week or just over a week, and I had been a long time between videos, my performance of my channel just dropped off the face of the earth, right? So I knew I had to get more content. I could have waited a few more days. I probably could have, but I've got like 3 videos right now waiting in the darkness here that have to be edited, and it takes time. You know, like that was a 40-minute video. And it took me probably 6.5 to 7 hours to edit it. And I don't want to just throw content together. I try to put together, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I've been complimented by many people that my editing is like nice. It's clean, you know. And it probably goes back to years ago when I used to have a videography business back in the days of High 8 and Super VHS, right? But I have the ability to put together a storyline and try and stick with it, but I like smooth transitions. You know, I like you know, having a conversation with one scene and transitioning to another scene while the conversation's still going on, type of thing. I just find it adds a lot more cinematography to, or you know, a bit more flair to the video. So, but it takes me a while to edit my videos, and that's. If there's one thing I don't like about YouTube is, honestly, I don't like editing videos. So, yeah, kind of sucks in that respect. Glasses back on. What do we got here? Stuff outside. Yeah, I've been away for a while, but it's good to see you anywhere. Preston says, busy summer for sure. Just been spending time with my wonderful girlfriend. She's leaving to college soon, but we're staying together, so I've been taking a break from YouTube to focus more on her. Nothing wrong with that, Preston. That's awesome. Say hi to the girlfriend for sure. Yeah. Doug from Grim Adventures says, yeah, buddy, I've already released mine. Next should be Northeast Outdoor. Oh, you got it posted, Doug. Ah, so I got something to watch later on. Awesome. So, guys and gals, check out Grim Adventures of Bushcraft and Hiking. So that means that would be episode 5 of the Community Outdoors is now live and posted. So let's try and bump them numbers up for Doug. I know I'll be driving it up by 1. Preston Scott, but I'll be back soon working on some new videos now and stepping up my game with editing. That's awesome, Preston. That's good stuff. I've actually, I'm hoping with my next video, I got a few changes I'm going to be doing with that too. I'm going to try going to more of a storyline format with set times. I shouldn't even be revealing it yet because I don't know if it's going to come to fruition. But I want to try and get into more of a TV type of format where you know you have a certain amount of time to shoot your video, try and get your story across within a half an hour's time. Working on a new intro for my videos. Something with some excitement that'll drum up some excitement for the videos, and the same with the closings. Everything right down to the way I introduce myself with the videos. I've been practicing that and trying to rehearse that. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but I am my own director, right? So, and I run the ideas by my wife, and sometimes either I get the look that's like, yeah, you're genius, or really? So, yeah. But it'll be good to see you back, Preston, for sure. Rod says he's got Preston up to 202. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Rod, you won't be disappointed. This guy, you got to go back into his stuff, and you got to search out the one where he's teaching his little brother and sister how to do a flint striker fire, with the bird's nest and the whole 9 yards. Preston, that blew my mind. That's probably, of all the videos you've ever done, that's probably my very favorite one for sure. And then the one that you did on the Swiss Tool Spirit, one of these guys. I like that video review too. I had mine. Well, I didn't have mine stolen. Mine got stolen out of my vehicle. I had to buy a new one. This is the replacement, and I bought the replacement because it's a great tool. So, yeah, that's all cool stuff. Andy K has his own business, full-time job, but can't even make a few stickers for a guy. Dude, is he drinking all his beer all day long? It's not even open, Andy. It's not even open. I'm still drinking coffee here. Hey, speak of the devil. Well, not the devil, but guys and gals, I was mentioning Sty North. Sty is in the house. Sty, how you doing, buddy? Hope the ankle's feeling a little better. Check out Sty. Check out his live stream tomorrow. Hopefully you're going live tomorrow. I'm trying to get people over to your stream. So good to see you, Sty. Thanks for popping in, man. We got Plain Old Chuck is in the house. Plain Old Chuck's in the house. That's great stuff. Hi, Sty. Did you check your email? There we go. Rain Dance. Editing takes me an age. Yeah, for sure it does too. Takes me an hour to edit 4 to 5 minute video, but I have to imagine in my head of what I want and stick to it the best you can. Yeah, for sure. Andy K, yes I did. Keep me posted. Chuck, evening peoples. Yes, Plain Old Chuck is in the house. Yoran, good morning. Yes. Hi, Chuck. Hi, Andy. Andy, good morning. Hello, Chuck. Hi, Yoran. Plain Old Chuck. Hey, buddy. Morning, Yoran. I'll let you know what I think of your new format, brother. Thanks, Preston. That'd be awesome. And I'm done saying, hey, guys. Preston here. I know y'all know me. Yeah, they know me. You know, sometimes, you know, just watch a show, like watch your favorite fishing show or something, and watch how the professional, like these guys on TV do it, right? And I'm not saying that to mimic their thing, but you know, it's about trying to air a personal, your own persona on there and getting it to be you, so people identify it all the time, right? Like you look at Joe Robinette, you say, "Hey guys, Joe here," right? Or old Joe here, right? So it's always the same, and you get to know that, right? You're Plain Old Chuck, Sty North, Plain. Mike Nunn, since everyone is saying good morning, I'll be a different one and say good evening, as it's 9:15 p.m. here. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Thanks for popping into the stream tonight. We've been going here for about an hour and 20 minutes. It was just basically, this whole stream was a sort of an update as to what's going on with the channel, being the change of my live stream starting August 29th. We'll be going to Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you guys will get your notifications because I will continue to post things. I want to get into doing some StreamYard posts so that I can start getting some of you fine people on here as a panel. And it'll bring some definite life to the live streams, especially if we come up with a topic for what the evening should hold and what our live stream would be about. And we try to stay focused and on track, right? That's the whole thing with these live streams, is trying to stay on track. The other big thing was me just mentioning that everybody's gonna have the opportunity to follow me on my canoe trip that I'm leaving for on Friday via the Spot device. I will be if you all just follow my Facebook page. It's available. You'll see that the link to it up here in the up in the top of my banner. You'll see my Facebook thing there. Check it out or look it up on Facebook. It's Canoehound Adventures, and it's the same on Twitter, Canoehound Adventures. And you'll be able to follow the progress of my trip on a Google map via a link, and you'll be able to see where I am throughout the whole week next week on the lake, on the river, on a portage, at our campsites, and maybe while I'm out fishing or whatever. And yeah, that'll be pretty cool that you guys will be able to track the progress. I might not be able to take each and every one of you on my canoe trip, but this way I could take each and every one of you on my canoe trip, right? So, yeah, that's neat. Did I get my first video up? Episode 1, salmon on Chananika. I did get Oh, cool, man. I will definitely check that out, for sure. Check, guys and gals, there we go, our Alaskan cabin. Get out there and check him out. You know what? I follow a lot of people that are from the Alaska area. We got Rod there, and got, well, somebody that used to be out there hiking deep. Steve used to be from Alaska area, or Alaskan cabin. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the Alaska area, right? That's definitely, go check them out, people. check out his first video, Salmon on the Chenica. Good evening, Mike Nunn. Mike, if you haven't already done so, I'd be awesome if you might be able to subscribe to my channel there. I'm trying to hit that 1,000K. Anytime any of you have a live stream or something, if there's any chance that you can shout me out, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying so hard to get myself up to that 1K. After that, who could care? Who could care less, right? But yeah, if we can hit that 1K mark, that would be awesome. Just keep plugging away at it. Sty has a great channel and is a great guy. Yes, I agree with you 100% there, Yoran. Same here. Thanks, Yoran. Did you check the edge of that ferro rod? Looks like half the striker has tiny teeth on it, like a saw blade. Speaking of that, did you know the back of a hacksaw blade makes a great fire striker for a ferro rod? Tell me his brother-in-law, not sure. Mike Nunn. Okay, Dave says to tell me I'm his brother-in-law, but not sure if I want to admit that. No, you know what, Mike? Okay, I hear you on that. Sometimes I have a hard time saying Dave's my buddy, right? Yeah. We're talking about Dave from Beasley Ironworks. No, in all reality, Dave's an awesome dude, man. And I know you're listening, Dave, if he's in here, so you're still an awesome dude, brother. No, good stuff, good stuff. Andy K, half of the TZ plane, blah, blah, blah. Well, Rod Markins, hope you're doing well tonight. Rod. Yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to pick up new channels on live streams when you have sub to everyone, and yeah, for sure. Yeah, it is. I find Rod, though, of late. Preston, have a good night, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks so much for popping into the stream, man. I really appreciate it. I really do. But yeah, you know what? When you go to the same live streams all the time, yeah, you see the same people time and time again, right? I love it when I'm actually on YouTube and you get that little notification will pop up, like a little pop-out comes up and says new subscriber and gives the person's name. It's like, I've never seen that person before on a live stream. Like, I've never recognized the name. And I go to a lot of live streams and participate in a lot of lives, but when you see a name on there that you've never seen before, it kind of gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling inside, right? It's like, wow, somebody's checking out my channel and they actually like my stuff and they're subscribing to me, right? And those are the good subscribers. Those are the ones that are the unsolicited subscribers that are subscribing because they want to see your content and they know, not the ones that say, well, I sub to you. Are you going to sub to me? Well, you know, chances are if you're a gamer, gaming's not my thing, so for me to sit and watch gaming videos is not much of an interest to me. So I'm not insulted if they don't subscribe to me. You know what I mean? I want people to follow me that are all like-minded people like yourselves, you know, enjoy the bushcraft and the skills and good conversation and good fellowship on YouTube here, right? I know that there's a lot of people that follow me and a lot of people I follow that are not even sort of in my genre, but I dig them as people, right? So, Beasley Ironworks, good morning, yes. Wow. I have 2 words for you. You two guys, God bless. Yeah, Dave, you're all right, brother. You're all right. What are you doing tonight, Dave? Just chillaxing? Might be worth you telling the supplier about it as an issue. You're in milk and 2 sugars, mate. You know what? My coffee's going cold. You want some of this here, Andy? It's like getting cold. It's like iced coffee now. Milk, half a sugar. Canoehound Adventures. You got mail, mate. Okay, I will definitely check that, Andy, for sure. For sure, I will check that. Grim Adventures of Bushcraft and Hiking. Nope, you're sub. You sub to who you want to watch. Comment on their videos and maybe they'll watch you. Don't go for a channel expecting they will watch you back. Go where you want to go. Exactly, man. I watch Joe Robinette. I follow him faithfully, and you know what? I don't ever expect a subscription back from him. You know what I mean? And he's got 1.2 million subs, right? Andy, last night on Sty's, you were talking about primitive, what's his name? Primitive Technology, I think it was. And I've been following that guy for like well over a year, but I haven't watched any of his stuff in about well, a few months anyways. I had totally forgotten about the guy because for some reason I'm not getting his alerts, right? So I went on there and watched a couple of his videos again. This guy's got like over 9 million subscribers and doesn't say a word, right? So it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know how the hell how do you get 9 million subscribers? You look at his video counts, okay, his view counts, and he posted a video 4 days ago, and the thing's got nearly 5 million views. Really? How the hell do you get that? That's crazy. 5 million views in 4 days. Crazy, crazy. Steinor listening, but have to get a cup of coffee. Be right back. It's going to take Sty a long time because he's hobbling on that foot. So take it easy on that foot, Sty. You got to get back outdoors. Hunt Shack Wilderness. That's it, Grim, for sure. Yeah, and I agree too, Hunt Shack. That's awesome. You gotta watch who you want to watch, and sometimes I'll binge watch. Right, somebody I haven't followed in a while, and they got like 4 or 5 videos out. I'll watch 4 or 5 videos. It's easier for videos that are shorter, right? I don't know how a guy like Joe Robinette gets away from posting like a 2 hour and 20-minute video, 2 hour and 40 minutes. Like that's a long video to watch. You got to have half an afternoon. Sometimes I fight my way through them, but sometimes I just get bored of watching them because they're too long, right? I'd rather see his shorter series. Do 30, 40-minute videos and do like a 3-parter. That there, to me, is better, right? You don't lose it. You don't have to keep a page open. You don't feel guilty about going somewhere else and missing it. So, yeah. Bushcraft hiking, Beasley, Oren. Hey, brother, Andy's saying better than my empty cup, Dennis. Yeah, well, go grab yourself a coffee, Andy. Or a cup of tea. Are you a coffee drinker or a tea drinker? This month alone, I bought a tent and a backpack stove and 2 tripods for my phone. About to start making some vids. All right, Rod. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Mike says he likes cold coffee. I do too, Mike, because I never get a chance to drink it hot. I always get going and forget about it, especially at the shop. I'm always on a wild goose chase trying to find my coffee. When I find it, it's already got ice on it. Because I make one when I remember and I've already cold, yeah. I do too, Mike. Running Water, hey, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in, appreciate it. Your dad's just gone to get a coffee, so hopefully you already got yours, but yeah, go ahead of or up above the stream a little bit there, and you'll see he's hobbling over to get a coffee. I believe Running Water is Sty North's son. But good to see the family in here for sure. Plain old Chuck, I'm going to set up an online coffee stand making millions. You guys. Oh man, if you could only do that, eh? That would be so cool. Online coffee. I agree, Canoehound. I only watch people I want to watch, and if someone comments on my channel I saw you at, I delete them. Hug me back, I delete them. We should support each other. I delete. Yeah. You get that often, and sometimes I don't want to tick them off because you never know. It might be that diamond in the rough, Doug. That might, somebody that is a gamer. Well, you're a gamer. Look at you. You're a gamer, and you're into bushcraft, right? So, it doesn't mean that just because somebody doesn't seem to be in your genre that they're not genuinely interested, right? And I think YouTube tends to purge them people. They see the trends, right? And they will purge some of them people. If there's no real participation, they get purged. And that's why we as creators lose like 5 or 6 or 10 subscribers on a regular monthly basis type of thing, right? It's because of the purge. Slap Yourself Dennis, quality channel, 9.6 million subs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's 9.6 million subs. That's crazy. There's countries that have, you've got more subs than some countries have people, right? That's crazy. Where are we here? Falling behind. Hello, Donnie. Good. Yeah, good to see Donnie. Running Water in here. Sty North. Hey, Sty, your boy's in the house too. Cool. Thanks for sending the family over. Well, Primitive Tech does have a lot less fat on his body, and his HWS 3-part naked in the bush. Seriously, competition for you, Dennis? Yeah, sure. Me and my beer belly. I carry my keg with me everywhere I go. I don't need to carry a case of beer. I carry a keg. Dorian, you make someone a wonderful life. What they made. WB, hop along Sty. Yeah, already married. Andy Cable. Yarn's already married. That's where he got that little fire starter for his last video. Okay, rated the wife, eh? There we go, rating the wife again. Yeah. Joe Robinette can post 2-hour video of him taking a shit and get 1 million views. He's just that big of a channel now. Yeah, for sure. You know what, Doug? We've been my wife and I just started watching the Alone series. Believe it or not, me being a bushcraft guy and an outdoorsman, I've only seen very intermittent segments of the show, right? But now I've been live streaming or not live streaming, but streaming on the Android box and watching the Alone series and trying to get caught up. I'm on season 1, and I just got the 2nd episode finished, and it's the one where Joe Robinette loses his ferro rod. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert there, but yeah, so I got to check out season 3. I think it's the one where he taps out, and too bad for him. That had to be heartbreaking for him, especially a guy like him who loves it out there so much. So yeah, but I'd love to take a shit and have 1 million people watch my videos too. I tried that one of my last videos too. You could see me in front of the Thunder box getting ready to read my newspaper. So yeah. I hope she treats you right if you bring her as many cuppas. Hey, Donnie, Starry North. Gotta get caught back up here again. Treat while makes breakfast, lunch, dinner too. Running water, no coffee for me. I'm supposed to be sleeping. Okay. Well, thanks for popping in. Right? Yeah, you know what? This will probably keep me awake half the night too, right? But yeah, it is what it is. It's cold. I actually got a beer and a bottle of water sitting here right in front of me too, and the coffee's doing me quite well. Running water. I have to ask. Do you live stream like your dad does, or what do you got going on with your channel? Feel free to share. Feel free to share. That's what we're all about here, is getting to know each other. And Donnie's got 27 subscribers, so you guys want to go over there, or, jump on his page and do what I'm doing right now, number 28. There we go. There we go. We got Donnie. I'm now subscribed to you, my friend. I thought I was already because I'm always on your dad's live streams, right? But cool stuff. Running Water knows which streams to explore. It's the outdoor blood flowing in his veins. Yeah, like father, like son, right, Sty? Did I miss it? How's your ankle doing today, Sty? Is it feeling any better? I feel so bad that your trip got cut short because of that. That really sucks. It does. Stuff outside. I was pretty surprised when Joe quit because of that, especially after the one ginger guy who showed how he kept the same fire going for something like 40 days. Yeah. Are you if you're talking about? Oh God, I just had his name in my head and it just left me. The Beard Brothers, Jim and Ted Beard. They yeah. Andy K, there you go. Dennis, new video material, making a Thunderbox during the week away, and then a long distance shot of you using it and demonstrating how well it works. Yes. Yeah, get the camera right inside, right? You can show the camera shooting out. Yeah. Just what everybody wants to see, Andy, for sure. I already took a leak in Donnie's pocket. Attaboy. Andy K's taking a leak in Donnie's pocket. Somebody shit in my shoe last week. I don't know what's going on with YouTube here these days, people. But don't subscribe. Fowler, I think his name was. Yeah. That show stuff, I would really, really love to take a kick of the can on that show. I know everybody always says, oh, I can do that. But you know what? Until you're out there, I tend to work pretty good by myself when I'm in situations like that. I think the biggest hurdle you'd have to face being on that show is just the the alone part. It's called alone for a reason, right? When you've got nobody to talk to but yourself, and a bear, a wolf, and a cougar, it can really tax on you. But the whole thing is trying to stay busy, just making sure you're keeping your food supply going and stuff like that, right? Those are the things that you really got to focus on. But that show really separates the bushcraft, the true bushcrafters from the weekend warriors, I guess you can call them, right? So, anyway, my channel is just random stuff right now. I'm going to be doing a few instructional videos building musical instruments. Cool. That's cool. What kind of musical instruments are you going to be building? Sty North, Canoehound, it's a little better. We'll be going back out for 6 nights starting the 26th, and I don't need my foot to styac. You got that right, brother. You got that right. Side, I'd never be able to do that. I'd be hungry as hell. Don't have the hunting or foraging skills. You would probably try to learn in a hell of a hurry, I'm not much of a hunter either, but I would, in that case, I've always said that if I ever moved up north and got out of the city and tried to, sort of live off the land type of thing, I could hunt. I just right now at this point I don't need to. I can go to the store and buy a nice hamburger or steak or whatever. I got a buddy that hunts, and believe me, I'm the first one in line for a nice chunk of venison or moose or bear or whatever it is that he's catching. But fish, I could survive off fish, no problem. And it'd probably be one of those things on that show where I would probably bring some sort of fishing gear, hoping that they would put me near water somewhere. But with my luck, they wouldn't put me near water. So. Rod, yeah, you play a mean radio, eh? Getting good at it. Yeah. I guess that does truly make you a musician because you could play anything on the radio, right? Yeah. They put out just enough videos so that people don't think I died. Has anybody ever thought about the long-term ramifications of being a YouTube creator? And what you're putting on here is something that's going to be around for forever, right? That's one of the things I think about. My youngest daughter's getting married in September. Oldest daughter hopefully will be married one day too. I think it's going to be pretty neat that one day when I'm a grandpa, right? Well, I'm not a grandpa yet, but one day when I am a grandfather, that or one day when I'm gone, that my grandchildren and my daughters can look back on this, and it's almost every YouTube creator is kind of leaving a legacy, and we've heard of a few YouTubers, very popular ones that have just passed away like within the last couple of weeks, and what they've left behind by doing this YouTube thing is a whole legacy, right? It's like a documentation. It's maybe not a documentation or a documentary on their lives per se, but it's basically a documentary on what really makes us happy, right? If you think about it that way. I'll tell you a little story. I have been. I don't know if you could say I almost have ADHD. Oh, squirrel. No. All kidding aside, I've always taken on a lot of new hobbies. Whether it's playing baseball, playing hockey, mountain biking. I was like getting to be a competitive mountain biker at one point. My football, my love for football, and I take on a lot of hobbies. And my wife has always told me, she says, yeah, your hobbies change, like, you're changing it all the time, right? And it's because I grow kind of bored and tired of doing the same thing all the time, right? But there's one thing that's been a constant in my life, and I mean besides my family, my love for my family, right, is that I have always been intrigued by the outdoors. A lot of my hobbies all circle around the outdoors, but the canoeing and the water sport type of things for me has always been a constant. For those of you that seen the live stream when I had my dad on for his 73rd birthday, I never got it from my parents. I don't know how I picked this up. Actually, I know how I picked it up. A buddy of mine and I decided, he asked me if I wanted to go on a canoe trip one time, and I go, sure. And ever since then, I've been in love with tripping and bushcrafting and learning how to live off the land and stuff like that. And it's the one constant I've had in my life, like say, aside from the family, that I've never given up on. Okay, I've had the motorcycles, I've had the baseball, football, I've done the mountain bike, I've done all these different things, but I always keep gravitating right back to this, what I do, my canoe tripping. I absolutely love it, and it's my thing. So, but there again, that's the kind of legacy I want to show to my grandkids when I'm long gone. That yeah, look at my grandpa. Look at that old video, what my grandpa used to do, right, or my great grandpa, or whatever. So, yeah, as long as YouTube's around, that record will be there for sure. If it moves and has meat on it, it's edible. So watch out, female companion. Nothing like some fresh beaver to keep your calories up. Yep, nothing like a bit of fresh beaver for sure. Me too, Ron. Sorry. Hey, Wolfie's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Wolfie at the dog pound. How are all the puppies doing there, Wolf? Yeah, but hey, Wolfie, how's it going, brother? Yeah, hey, Wolfie, you recognize that guy down there, that Steph Outdoors guy? That guy we don't see around too much anymore, eh? Just talking earlier there, Wolfie, if you're going to be looking for me tomorrow, I'm not assuming you're going to be looking for me tomorrow, but I won't be live streaming for the next 3 Tuesdays. I'll be indisposed. Concert, canoe trip, concert. And then I will be following up with starting back on my live streams on Thursday nights, I believe, unless the wife tells me otherwise, right? She's the walking calendar, but I'm hoping to get back to my Thursday night live streams, and but I'm hoping to get some good content up over the next little bit. Just planning on this canoe trip, leave on Friday night, headed up to Timmins area, and doing a week grand canoe trip up there. Gonna partake in some rather wilderness adventure up there for sure, and have fun with it for sure. They'll be laughing at your ultralight solo canoe while they paddle their hover canoes. Yeah, really. When is Swift Canoes coming out with the hover canoe? For sure. There we go. There's our $1 million idea for Bill Swift, right? I think I'll come pick you up, Steph. We'll go up there and we'll talk about that. Tell them you want shares in it, and I'll give you a ride, so I need a cut too. Like grandkids will be able to publish What Not to Do in the Woods book and make a fortune plus a failed recipe book, LOL. Yeah, Chuck, for sure. Yeah. That's something else I wanna start implementing into my my videos too. You think it's good to cross over different things like that? You guys know me for basically, like I say, the canoe trips and the bushcrafting. What if I were to start putting up some of my smoker videos? I do a lot of smoking on my Traeger wood pellet grill, and I've got some real killer brisket recipes and rib recipes and chicken wing recipes and meatloaf recipes and stuff like that. Is that something that would interest everybody? Some delicious meat off a smoker? Yeah, Wolfie, I think they're good concerts. Good. Tomorrow night we're going to see Loverboy. Don't forget, I'm 55, right? But going to see Loverboy, and don't laugh at this one, Rick Springfield, and remember Tommy Two-Tone? Jenny, Jenny, who can I turn to? 8675309. Yeah. And then 2 weeks, or not the following Tuesday after, we're going to see Foreigner. So another band, one of my favorite 80s bands, right? So who didn't like Foreigner in the 80s? Marriage, a choice of 2 wrong answers. Either way, you're in shit. It's just the depth at which will vary. Also the freedom to do exactly what your wife tells you to. Words of wisdom, Andy. I couldn't have said it better. Just combine the air hockey table with the canoe. You know what, Jefferson? That canoe of mine is light enough that if I put it on an air hockey table, it probably would hover too. There you go. That's cool. Andy K. Dennis, you get to hear about the guy who crossed the English Channel on a hoverboard. Is that for real? You get to hear about the guy who crossed the English Channel on a hoverboard, and he's got a link. I will have to check that. I'm gonna open that in another window so I can check that out later. Here we go. Steph will say, "Hey man, put up whatever makes you happy. It's your channel after all." Yeah, that's true too. Aussie Outlaw. Hey, g'day guys. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for popping into the stream tonight. Rod Herd brisket. Yep, yeah. I actually have one in the freezer downstairs. I think that I got to get into. See, we every Sunday during the NFL season, we our it's either at our house or my daughter's future in-laws. Like we got 3 or 4 houses that we rotate every Sunday during NFL season. And whoever's house we're at, they put on a big, the little smorgasbord of whatever, whether it's pasta dinner, like lasagnas. Every time everybody comes over here, I tend to do something on the smoker, whether it's 5 different flavors of meatloaf or spare ribs, or everybody loves my brisket. So that I don't mind doing that, and I'll probably get out a nice video with my brisket there with a nice coffee rub on it and stuff like that. So I like. That's some of my favorite for sure. And the funny part about doing my briskets, it takes me anywhere from 8 to 12 hours to do a brisket, depending on size, and it's always gone in half an hour. After it's cut, it's gone. Yeah, thanks, Wolfie. Yeah, to me, I think they're good reason. When I was a kid, Loverboy used to be one of my favorites, and then of course Foreigner and Journey. All them types of bands and all the '80s hair bands. Motley Crue's and Poison and all them bands. They were all my they were all the bands I used to kick it to. So cooking, I like cooking videos, Dutch oven and such. Smoker videos would be interesting. Dutch oven is something I've always wanted to try, and I'm not talking about the kind where you pull the sheets over the wife's head, but I always wanted to try a Dutch oven there and do like a nice pot roast in there or a nice stew or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Foreigner were great, but singer Lou Gramm hasn't sung with them for many. Yeah, I know they got some other fill-in, but you know what? Still, it's the Foreigner music, right? So that's I can't even remember who's opening for him. We're going to see him at a place in Niagara Falls, well, just outside of Niagara Falls, New York, called Lewiston, Ontario, or Lewiston, New York, right on the Niagara River. And both concerts are there, and they have a Tuesday night concert series all summer, so they get some good bands in there. ZZ Top will come in. We've seen Billy Idol there. We've seen there's been a lot of different bands that have come in there, so it's always a good time. It's like a festival type of deal, right? Well, last weekend actually in Port Colborne, Ontario, we went there and we seen. You guys remember Honeymoon Suite? The band Honeymoon Suite. They were playing. They're actually a local band for us. They're all located right in the Niagara region here. But they also had Finger 11, guys who sing Paralyzer, and who else did they have? I Mother Earth played there. So been a lot of good concerts coming around this area of late. Speaking of canoes, I just saw a video earlier today that had a clear canoe. It was crazy cool. That would be cool, yeah. Must have been some sort of an acrylic canoe or something, eh? In the Woods with Wolfie, and yes, Dennis, I think smoking video may be a good idea. I can steal all your recipes for after I get my smokehouse built. Yeah, man. Hey, that's why I'd be putting them on there. Go ahead. Yeah, I do a really good using fresh coffee beans and some of your favorite seasonings. I put them in one of those little Magic Bullet blenders, and I blend my own rub for my brisket, and basically I rub that on. So it's basically 50% coffee, 50% spice, and you put all that on and you rub it right in. Then you gotta let it what do you call it, sweat. You gotta let the meat sweat through so it all sticks on nice, and then you throw that on your grill and do the whole process of doing a brisket. It's awesome. And then the juice that you get off the end there after you put your consomme on, you turn that into a gravy. Oh my God, it's to die for. Everybody loves it. Yes, AC/DC were way better. AC/DC's still rocking it, man. A band that really blows my mind, and they're still filling stadiums, and big stadiums. Is last summer I went to see Def Leppard and Journey, and they were on like they were on a whole nationwide tour together, and they were filling like arenas. They're still filling big venues. Great concert. This new singer that Journey's got for him. This what's his name? Arnell. He took the place of Steve Perry. Guy's got a fantastic voice, high energies all over the stage, and then Def Leppard was awesome too. They were actually just in Hamilton, Ontario, there about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. So yeah, Def Leppard still going strong. Imagine that. Eh? Good day, Ozzy Outlaw. Venture Roads, 25th. Like, great job, Canoehound. You're close to 1K. Yeah, man, I'm getting there. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate you popping by tonight. We've been going here, coming up, we're an hour and 50 minutes on this live stream for an odd night for me. And yeah, I'm really trying to get my hours, trying to get my 1,000 subscriptions here so I can get going on my phone live streams and stuff like that. I know, I'll say it over and over and over again, right? I see Tyler Woods in the house. How you doing, Tyler? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in tonight. A little late tonight. You must be working late hours. It was all around different topics associated with cabin life in Alaska. Yes, for sure. And I'd love to see some of that Alaskan cabin for sure. I'm sorry, I know you told me your name last week, and I apologize. I usually write down names on my little list here, so I could try and be more personal with people. So if you throw me your name once again, I will definitely get that down there, Alaskan cabin. And then after a couple times, it'll stick, right? Yeah, Chuck did a good video with a smaller Dutch oven. Yeah. Actually, I think I seen that one. See, I'm saying something about Cinderella. God, I'm falling behind on this thing. Cinderella, 80s bands were great also. Yeah, all the 80s hair bands, for sure. Tyler Wood, is spot taken. No, you're more than welcome in here anytime, Mr. Wood, for sure. The American Wanderer. Hey, there we go, the American Wanderer. That's a good friend that we met last week there. How's the mobile printing studio coming along? Steinworth, hey. Jordan, American Wanderer in the woods. I can't use my magic bullet for food anymore, but it does a fine grounding up with beaver casters. Oh yeah. What do they do with the beaver casters? What's the deal with that? Def Leppard equals good Sheffield boys. Yes. Yeah, that's right. They're British, right? American Wanderer, and also you working hard on the shuttle bus. Yeah. My girl has an old metal wheels off old horse-drawn manure wagon. It's pretty cool. This spot is never taken, man. Yeah. What do we got? Ozzy Outlaw. Joel Elliott could sing all these days. I can't sing it all these days. You know what? I was kind of surprised with when he was like the way he sounded at the concert. He actually didn't sound too bad. Now you want to see somebody that can't sing anymore, and it's still one of my favorite bands is Motley Crue. Last couple times I've gone to see them. My God, they're what's his name? Vince Neil. That guy. He sings 2 words and he lets the crowd sing the rest. And he sings 2 words and he lets the crowd sing the rest because his voice is shot. Too many drugs, right? Love the bus project. Nice of you to wander in. American Wanderer, High North. American Wanderer, blah, blah, blah. Saw Def Leppard back in the early 80s. Ticket cost for front row was $5 Canadian. Yeah, you know what? I paid for tickets to see Journey and Def Leppard like last year. It was like, what were they? They were like $120 a seat. It's crazy. Concerts are crazy. But they got to make their money on that because they can't do it on their music, right? Because nobody buys LPs anymore or anything like that. So, Venture Road, say Tyler, American Wanderer, good evening, Tyler Wood, make it. Hey, Tyler, did you guys get who was it there the other night? You were trying to get him over his 1,000 too. Was it Jervis? You went over to Tree Trimmer, throwing cash around. Was out of the room and still didn't see you slide in. Hope all is well. Yeah, hey Dennis, up at work, so can't stay long. Just wanted to jump in, drop a like, and show some support You drive the 1K. Thanks, Family Outdoors. Appreciate it very much, there, Sean. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, try not to work too hard tonight. It's nice to be able to sneak on once in a while, though, right? Hey, Tyler, been a while. How's it going? Happy winter, coming along slow. 111 heat index weather. Yeah, it's been warm, man. Even down here, southern Ontario, it's been pretty toasty. I was gonna do my live out here outside again, but they were calling for rain, and just like 2 weeks ago, there, I didn't want to get caught in the rain again, so that's why I'm down here in the lovely Canoehound Adventure Studio. My fish is still big, so big I need 2 hands. Yeah. Lots of uses for beaver castor, like castor oil, and also the main ingredients used for artificial strawberry flavor. Come on, really? It's the main ingredient used for artificial strawberry flavor. Wow, I didn't know that. Interesting. Steph, I was just about asking about how you are, man. It's cool. Paul Stanley of Kiss is terrible. Yeah. Well, he always has been terrible. No such thing as too many drugs, just not enough rock stars around to share them, yeah. Plain old Chuck eating some leftovers, mac and cheese with habanero hot sauce, practicing, Andy. Hey, Chuck, maybe you should get some of that beaver castor on there and make your mac and cheese taste like strawberry. I'm doing great, bud. Thanks for asking. The American Wanderer, slow and steady for Tyler Wood. Fred, not. Yeah, Fred, okay. Yeah, he's up to 1,100. That is freaking awesome. That's awesome. Good for him, man. Because he was just ahead of me. He was like 960 when you were trying to help him push over 1,000. Now he's 1,100. That's ridiculous. Oh, wow. I'm happy for him. For sure. Side North, yes, in the woods. Yep, did it. Jeff, where are we here? Jefferson, I signed a strawberry milkshake. Have never been juicy. Juice it. Yeah, there you go. Got some beaver castor in your strawberry milkshake. Yum. Ed, that's your. I'm sorry, Ed. I apologize that I forgot about that, but here we go. Our Alaska cabin. Ed. Yeah, Beast of Ironworks is probably laughing at me because we were saying that last week that it's neat to get to know people's names in here, right? Because if your name's not in your channel's name, then it makes it a little more difficult for people, right? So Adventure Roads, Family Outdoors. This stream is hard to follow sometimes, man. It skips all over the place for me. I do want to ask though, when is your next solo overnight camp outing coming? Really enjoyed those ones. You know what? I'm not sure when the next solo one's going to be coming there, Sean. Hard for me to get up going solo. Like having a business and everything, it's hard to get away. And for me, I have to go on a good solo trip, like where I like to go. I'm driving 6 hours north minimum, right? I am, however, leaving this Friday on a 7-day canoe trip. It's our annual August canoe trip that I do with my buddy Jay, and this year we happen to have 7 people going. Not sure the logistics of it quite yet because of the odd number. I really want to bring my canoe, my Swift canoe, but there's a problem that 3 of the guys have to cut out a day earlier, and it's just going to really mess up the logistics of the whole trip. But I'm trying really hard to figure out how I could bring my Swift canoe so I could solo paddle it. Will I be solo canoeing? Yes. Will I be on a solo canoe trip? No. It'll be with other guys. But this is actually an epic adventure that we're heading northern Ontario, north of the Timmins area, about a 62-mile trip, 7 days, a lot of rapids, I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of rapids that we can actually shoot. Hopefully we won't have to portage them all. But supposedly world-class pickerel, pike, and bass fishing. And I'm looking forward to it. So we leave Friday night. You'll be able to follow the journey too. Sean, I'm bringing my Spot device. And if you follow my Facebook page, you'll be able to log into my Facebook page or visit me on Facebook, and you'll be able to follow our progress because this year is going to be leaving tracks at 5 to 10 minute intervals throughout the whole trip. So you'll be able to follow the progress of us on a Google map. And if you put it on terrain view and you zoom in, you can almost see like where we're camping and where we're at on the water and everything almost in real time. So get on my Facebook page and follow that. Maybe we could put that on the community outdoors too, and everybody will get to see it on there and be able to follow it. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that because I think that's going to be a really neat feature and something that I could actually add to the value of my channel, right? So. Plain old Chuck, I need an address. You can get me at steinnorth@yahoo.com. Adventure Rose, Tyler Woods, hello sir. Gotta run, guys. Trash pickup night. Gotta put it out. See you next time. Have a great Rod, if you're still in the house, man, thanks for coming out. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. I know I get rambling on and fall behind. I'm getting to be like Sty. I keep falling behind on the stream, but good having you in the house, Rod. Thanks very much, man, and we'll see you next time. Best you practice every day till it's your turn to go live. Chuck, yeah, for sure. Grim, man, it's been a pain. Been a pain here. Wait, man, it's been a pain here. Was nice at 180 degrees when I get 2 days off and 150 degrees. That's why I'm here and not on a trip. I got some bad cabin fever, man. Grim, fly on up, buddy. I'll take you out. I will take you out. I told you to pop in, Dennis. Yeah, you know what? That night, Tyler, I just got tied up, dude. I try to be in bed by like 11, 12 o'clock at the latest, and hitting some of these late grow streams. It's hard. I'm familiar with Tree Trimmer. I get on there once in a while. He'll throw me a word or something. But yeah. Sty North just hit 2,500 tonight. Congratulations, Sty. Kapow, buddy. That's awesome. Glad to hear that, man. Yeah, everybody loves you, Sty. You're a good dude. You deserve it. You deserve it. Dennis, I leave tomorrow for a 5-day solar survival 5-item challenge. No food or water. Getting dropped off by a plane. Yeah, you're going in a plane? Yeah, you almost had me until you said plane. But no, are you really? That's pretty cool, dude. Hopefully you get some good footage of that. Those are the kind of things that you can do that really get your numbers up for sure. In the woods with Bigfoot. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Hello, guy. Just dropped by for a few minutes. Busy tonight. Just saying hi. You're welcome in here anytime for any duration there, Bigfoot. Thanks very much, man. I appreciate it. Rod Markins, you too, Andy, Sty. Hope your foot heals good, brother. Yes. For those of you that don't know, Sty sprained his ankle while he was out on his 7-day adventure last week. And so he's on the mend right now, trying to get ready for another trip. So that's cool. I'll be catching up on some videos and watching. Sty, you got to get the girlfriends to come over and make you dinner and stuff so you can keep your foot up, right? Keep your foot elevated, and the swelling will go down, right? Hey, Bigfoot, Aussie Outlaw, can you have staff paddle it for you? Asking for a friend. Yeah, that's awesome, Adventure Roads. Thanks very much. Catch up on some videos. Definitely going to be doing the same for you guys. I know I picked you guys up last week, I think it was, or a week and a half ago. And definitely, I follow a lot of channels, so believe me, I will get to some of your content. And when I do, you will know it because every time I watch a video, I do leave a comment. So you will know when I've been in the house for sure, 100%. And yeah, that's awesome. For those of you that don't have Adventure Roads, please do pick them up, check them out, watch some of their videos, smash that red button and turn it gray for them. And it's always nice to hit the bell notification so we know when each other is posting videos and we could support each other, people. So that's the kind of stuff that we need to do around here. Thanks, Rod. I'm sure it will be heal a little time. Adventure Roads, be safe. Sounds awesome. Family Outdoors, very cool. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that trip, man. That's Sean. That's going to be a good time. Way to go, Uncle Sty. Hey, Beasley, you're back, eh? Good stuff. Pray for Nathan Adventure Show. Hey, how you doing, man? Another Ontario boy here. He's got a few cool adventures that he did. He just did a nice little canoe trip. Can't remember the name of the park up there in your area, but yeah, he did the little thing there. He ended up sleeping inside his bug net, which is cool. Good to have you in tonight, though. That's awesome. I'm late. Catch you next time. Hey, no problem, man. Hey, you know what? We're still around for a few more minutes. I'm in no hurry right now. As long as people are hanging around, we'll keep going. I got to get my view time hours. Careful, Andy K. You trying to get me already? I have milk, raspberry sorbet, and cookies and cream ice cream. Sty, you're gonna get a big waist on you too, dude. Yeah, for real. I use my vacation time up and going out with a bang. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to that, Tyler. So they're flying you in, and you're going to do a challenge with 5 pieces of gear. What are your pieces of gear? Let us know. Got to run. Catch you tomorrow night. Thanks, Wanderer. Actually, you won't catch me tomorrow night, man. Unfortunately, my Tuesday night streams will be postponed for 3 weeks. I got a concert tomorrow night. I'll be up north on a 7-day canoe trip next week, and the following week I come back and I'm at another concert on Tuesday. Then I'm switching over back to my Thursday nights. So hopefully you could join me Thursday nights, 8 p.m. starting August the 29th. But man, I got to get caught up on your videos there on your rig, because being a sign guy, that's of interest to me. I got to check that out for sure. Plain old Chuck says the church ladies are lining up with casseroles outside his door. Yeah. Stuy's got a lot of the church ladies after his ass, right? Stuy Northeast, sorbet first, and chocolate, and it's full of water. Stuy North, plain old Chuck. That's the only thing they are good for. I like that emoji. Good stuff, Stuy. Chuck, I thought they were all bringing him some Randy Muff burgers. So, woo, Ontario represent. Yeah, for sure, Steph. We got a few of us in here tonight. Yeah, we got you. Pray for Nathan. We got Dave from Beasley Ironworks in here. Who else we got from Ontario? We had much earlier. We had what's his name from Burlington? Usually we have a few more in here too. Hey, I think you've met Hunting and Fishing or Passion for Hunting and Fishing. He's usually in here too, but I haven't seen him all night. Holy mackerel! I'm going to get some more coffee. I'll be back in a sec. We'll be waiting for you, Yoran, for sure. So Tyler Wood says he's bringing axe, a knife, Joe Robinette pot, Agawa Canyon Boreal, and a tarp. That's a lot of cutting implements, man. That's a lot of cutting implements. So if I were going on a 5-day challenge, I'd have one for sure, 100%. I'd have my tarp. I would have my bush beast, because that thing there I could do chopping with, so a good heavy duty knife. Fire striker. Let's see. Let's start again. Tarp. Knife. Striker. Cordage. And a pot. Those would be my 5 things. Anything beyond that, I'd have to make out of sticks and stones. What would you guys bring if you had a 5-day challenge? Or a 5-item challenge? I'm going to jot that down. Let's see. So I said I have my tarp, knife, aka Bush Beast from Beasley Ironworks, tarp, knife, rope, pot, cooking pot, and tarp, knife, rope, pot. What was my other I said? Oh, fire striker. I think that's almost basically what I had when I went on my my overnighter. I was, don't forget, you guys had seen that. The only thing I had beyond that, well, with my camera gear, of course, was my food, right? Not a lot more. Wolfie says he's still here too. Likely find the mackerel flavored chuck. Gonna build mostly stringed instruments. Oh yeah, we were asking about that. Gonna build mostly stringed instruments, cigar box, guitar, banjo, fiddle, duclamer, etc. That's cool, Donnie. That's great. Was that a hobby, or do you actually sell these things? Damn him. Oh wait, you Wait, you mean one for cooking, right? Yeah, pot, one for cooking, exactly. Stuff outside. Mine would be an axe, fire steel, tarp, cordage, and stainless. Yeah, there you go. So same thing I would bring there, Steph. So that kind of pretty much covers the 5 C's, right? Yeah, cordage, container. Yeah, Robinette growing his own. Robinette growing his own. Yeah, Joe Robinette's growing his own pot now. No, Tyler just picked up. Joe Robinette's got a line of, or at least his picture, his logo on a line of, what is it, 750 milliliter titanium pots, a little cook pot. It's got little handles. It's got a little bale handle on it. It's got a lid. And yeah, so I know Tyler picked one of them up there, and he'll probably be using that. He likes his Joe Robinette for sure. He was fortunate enough to meet Joe here in his heyday. I met Joe a couple of years ago at an outdoor adventure show in Toronto, but he was nowhere near what he is now with his YouTube channel. Anyways, running water, Duclamer would be sweet for Christmas. Yeah. Grim says a 5-day challenge would bring the 5 C's and some food, easy peasy. Yeah, but if you try to cover the 5 C's and you're not going to have room for food because the 5 C's, like I say, in my case, I bring a tarp, a knife, rope, cooking pot. Probably bring my little titanium pot and then a fire striker. So that kind of covers. If you can't do it with all that stuff, you're not going to do it, right? In the woods. Don't know, Andy. I was asking the same. LOL. Okay, Robinette growing his own. Yeah. Robinette's growing his own pot. Actually, forgot the tarp. I'd bring full tent. Yeah. Well, yeah. You could bring a full tent too. Not as cool as that. Well, yeah, but I guess a tent with the rainfly would count as one. But if that were the case, I would bring my hammock tent then, right? Because it would keep me off the ground and a lot more comfortable. Both strum and hammered climbers. See, when I was, I don't know, Steph, if you watched my last video, I did a solo. It was just an overnighter. Family went boat camping up at Lake Wickstead up in Temagami area. And I broke away from the pack for one night, and it was just basically minimal gear. I brought a tarp, I brought a knife, little pot set, which I did. The pot set I didn't even use. In the morning of that video, I said I got a nice fire going. I was going to make a coffee and stuff. And based on the night before, how I got rained on, I was afraid I was going to get rained on again. So I basically didn't even have breakfast. I had like trail mix, I had some oatmeal, and I brought coffee. Didn't even use it. I said I was going to in the video, but I didn't even use it. I just wanted to get back to camp. And I was really tired because, as you could imagine, I slept under a tarp in the pouring rain, got eaten alive by mosquitoes, and so it was. But that to me, I wanted to do that because it was a minimalist thing. But the one thing I did have, and it's not on this list, was I did have a sleeping bag, right? So there's an item that if you could leave one of these items off, a knife, rope, tarp, pot, these are all things that are pretty necessary, like to survive, right? You'd have to find another way to stay warm. It would have to either be fire or something else, provided you're in a cool climate, which we get here in Ontario, as you know, Steph. Things can get pretty cool at nighttime, so. Some nights get down right now, still to single digits, and we're in August. So, anybody else pipe up what they would bring on a 5-item challenge? Anywhere planning on Andy K. Sai is definitely the man after looking after his old church girls. Yeah, that's okay, man. Church girls need loving too, Andy. You know that. Church girls need loving too. Even the odd nun here and there. Running instruments were a hobby, but I ended up selling them. Always get an offer I can't refuse. That's okay. Hey, that moves you on to the next. Otherwise, your collection gets too big and they start piling up in the corner, right? Stuff outside. Wait, I changed my answer. Axe, stainless pot, fishing rod, tent, and a canoe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 items, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, that's not. I would say leave the canoe because you'd be dropped off somewhere. So you can have a axe, stainless pot, fishing rod, tent, and canoe. Yeah, because you could always sleep under a canoe if you had to, right? Or build a lean-to shelter. Yeah, you know what? It would take some research. If I was going to do a show like Alone where you could only bring 10 items, I'll tell you, I would start making the list and seeing what each item can do. Like, what can you do with an axe? You can use it as a striker if you had to. It's your cutting implement. But are you going to clean a fish with that? No, you're probably going to want to bring a knife, right? So, yeah. That's interesting. Tyler, I'm curious to see how you're going to make out. Wife says come and eat food, so time to go, buddy. Have a good one. Doug, thanks for coming in for so long tonight, man. That's awesome. I'm definitely going to check out your community outdoors video you say you got posted. If you can, post a link to your video before you take off. You got that ability because you are a moderator, so post a link to your video so everybody has the opportunity to go check that out. Stuff outside, if I were doing Alone rules, they provide a sleeping bag, a couple tarps, some cordage, and you get a bunch of clothes. Yeah. I've been just starting to watch that whole Alone series, so that's something I got to get caught up on because I think they're season 6 or 7 right now. Going to sneak out. Plain old Chuck. Y'all enjoy your evening. Night all. Thanks for coming in, Chuck. I appreciate it, man. Really helps getting all this view time hours from people like you coming in. And like I say, hopefully we get me pushed up over 1,000 one day soon here. I'm looking forward to that. I know that'll come. I could probably see that within the next week or two. That'll be over my 1K. So that's all good. Night Chuck. Be well, mate. Keep up the practice. Hunt Shack Wilderness, axe, small tent, cooking pot, fishing kit, fire steel. Yeah. Well, Hunt Shack, why a small tent? Why not a big tent? Right? But no, that's axe, small tent, cooking pot, fishing kit, fire steel. Okay. We'll do Andy Steiner. Stein doesn't want to get none. We bring a tarp, knife. So Yoran says he would bring a tarp, knife, cordage, pots, and cordage. You got cordage on there twice, dude. But tarp, knife, that's it. So it seems to be everybody's after the shelter, obviously, with a tarp. I wonder if I would consider maybe getting rid of the tarp and building a shelter up there, like a lean-to or something I plan on doing at my day camp, and that would allow me the luxury of bringing one more thing. What would I bring? Knife, rope, pot, fire starter. Actually, you know what? I think it would be really important to have something like a sleeping bag. So forego the tarp and build my bushcraft shelter and be able to have a sleeping bag for warmth, right? I think that would be very important because you get them nights where it could get cool and you're not going to be up all night trying to maintain a fire. Then you're going to start losing rest. And so knife, rope, pot, fire starter, and a sleeping bag. Andy K says nuns are scary. They look like a cross between Darth Vader and Zorro. Oh, jeez. Plain old, yeah. Sorry I didn't see the ferro rod, yeah. Or say ferro rod, yeah. Morris Patch of Heaven Homestead. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in tonight. Yeah, that's good to see a new face in the house. We're just on here like an hour and 20 or 2 hours and 20 minutes now. Holy crap, time's flying. Probably going to pack it in. We'll say 10:30. If anybody knows of anybody having a live stream out there, it'd be great to maybe go and do a raid and share some of the love for sure, right? But yeah, thanks for popping in, Morris. That's awesome. Dave says he'll help me at the day camp. You know what, Dave? You're welcome at the day camp anytime I go out. I do have to get out there, though. Like I say, I still haven't seen my day camp with leaves on the trees. That's kind of embarrassing. I did all that work to the place and haven't used it at all during the summer. But then again, it's kind of my thing where I can do something in the wintertime, right? You guys have seen me there in the wintertime, right, Dave? Andy K's 5 items. Camp winch, hack as a pack horse, cook, woodcutter, etc. Shell, fishing rod, big knife with a beating stick to control the camp winch with. Dude, you got your priorities straight, eh? Are you married? Just curious. It's times like this, Andy. I wish I had a panel on here. Right? I got to get this StreamYard going there so I can get guys like you on the panel here. Oh, jeez. Hunt shack, small tent, easier to stay warm. That's true. Yes. Yeah, I never thought about that confined space for keeping. Mind you, there's no insulation value in a small tent, anyways. Has a bug net. Axe can be defense, fire, wood, cleaning fish. Yep, for sure. Now Steph's got a different take on 5 items: fully furnished house, electricity, fully stocked fridge, a barbecue, and a knife. Good job, Steph. That's what you call thinking outside the box, right? Yeah. Running water, 5 items: oil skin duster, carving jacket, ferro rod, nestled canteen, and a hatchet. Yes. Oil skin duster. Yeah. Carving. What do they call those? What is it? Swedish? Is it the Swedish? You might be able to. You would know this one. Joran is the what is it? The Swedish liuvos. They're like the big poncho, and guys are turning them into, or you take 2 of them and you turn them into a tent. So you almost have like that would cover a couple different things too, right? Thanks, brother. Let me know, and I'll make the time. Yeah. You know what? Maybe when I get back from the canoe trip there, Dave, we'll go out there and we'll tip a couple, get at the fuck Indias, and do a little bit of construction. Build a bush craft shelter with bunk beds. Huh? Spend the night out there with all the ticks. Andy says, was married, took her to the doctors to get her her Tourette's sorted out. Turns out she don't have Tourette's. I'm a complete cunt, and she really wants me to die. Oh, well. Trying to say your ex-wife was a see you next Tuesday. That's what my all our girlfriends call them. See you next Tuesday. Yeah. Stein North nestled canteen is technically one package. Yeah, running water would be nestled count as a single item. Yeah, I was telling you guys earlier, eh? I don't know if everybody got to see this. I was contacted by a company called Woobin. Woobin is a company that makes very high-end flashlights. And they contact me on Facebook. I guess they come across my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, and they offered me a flashlight to do a review on. And they give me a choice of a couple different ones. Now I picked this one. It's the Woobin. Where's the cover letter? The model number is the Woobin TO46R. And it's a 1,000 lumen flashlight. It's rechargeable USB. It's got multiple light levels. Let's see. I'll turn it on behind me here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's got multi-level at four levels, and then it's got a disco flasher and all kinds of neat things. And they basically give me a choice of 2 of them, provided I do a review for them. So I've been looking for a really good flashlight, and as I was saying earlier, I've got a collection of flashlights, and none of them have ever really satisfied my fancy. There's always something wrong with them. one thing or another. But this company's thought of pretty much everything. They got a clip on it. They got a lanyard on it. They've got kind of a nice holster here that you can put on your belt. You can put it on a MOLLE chain system, whatever. And it's got a lot of functionality. It's also USB chargeable, which is great for me because I actually carry, when I go on canoe trips, I carry one of those Goal Zero solar chargers. So I could charge this baby on the fly, and it's a fast charging unit because it's got some fancy little computer inside of it. I'm not sure on the cost of these, but like I say, they gave me a choice of two. I chose this one specifically because it was rechargeable on the field. The other one you had to buy a rechargeable battery for it, and these aren't like double A's or triple A's or anything like that. These are it's like a big, looks like a double A, but it's a big thing. I'm not sure of the name of that battery, but very good quality from what I see so far. I just got this today. I was waiting for it for a couple weeks. I didn't want to say anything until I actually did get it in hand. So I'm going to use that on this canoe trip. I'm going to try to put together, get some clips of it anyways, and then I'll do a full-fledged review on it when I get back. I also have to do a review on that. You guys remember my high tensile spork set? I need to do a review on that there. And I've also got two other companies. The reason why I'm mentioning that is because we're talking about these nestled canteen sets with the cup on it, and some of them even have the little stove. There's a company called Keith, and Keith manufactures titanium pots and pans and things of that sort, and I'm in talks with them right now on possibly reviewing their pot set. And then there's another company, this is a company out of China, and they've come up with a weather radio. And it's a weather radio that is also a charging system. So it's got a solar panel on top. It's got one of those, what are they called? A gyro, I think it's called. But it's a crank where you can create power with crank. It also takes batteries, and it's rechargeable as well. So it's a very versatile system for those of you that would want to carry a weather radio. I'll keep you posted on that stuff. I just find it very interesting that my lowly little channel here is actually being approached by companies like this here that have offered me, this flashlight's probably going to retail for in around $100. I'm just guessing. High Tensile has sent me something to review. These companies are actually contacting me, and I find it kind of flattering that they would, value my opinion as a small YouTuber. But maybe they see potential in the growth of my channel or something. I don't know. But I'll give them a fair shake definitely, and review this thing for them. So, hey, Teacup, how you doing, hon? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in tonight. A little late, but we're just getting ready to close things up here soon. And I see Beach Bluff Outdoors is in the house. Hey, man, how you doing? Thanks for coming out tonight. Molly, you live? Hello, Molly, you live? Yeah, Molly was disappointed I didn't do my live stream outside. Andy up above was saying Dennis chose that size of flashlight so he doesn't get too confused when he has to leave his hammock during the night. Yeah, this thing here, I think at 1,000 lumens, that thing's going to light up the night sky up there. I just picked up a new headlamp too. Last week I went to one of our outdoor stores around here, and I kind of broke the bank. I bought that spot system. Got myself a pair of Fall Raven pants, a new paddle for my old canoe, a new life jacket, and a couple of other things. So, oh geez, I missed it here. Steph is turning in. Steph, if you're still in the house, buddy, thanks for coming out. I know I got rambling on to get the flashlight, but so good to see you, man. I haven't seen you much this summer, and hopefully you'll be around a bit more. Canoehound, yeah, I'm familiar with those rain ponchos you put together to a tent. They're really cool. Actually, I had in mind to get one of those. Yeah, I think they're called a Levu, something like that. Yeah. Dennis Close, I already got that one. Damn, that's bright. Yeah, you know what? That's a really cool flashlight. I haven't even had it outside yet here. I'm going to take it out after this live stream and play with it in the backyard. But the flashlight. I'm going to take the flashlight out and play with the flashlight in the backyard. I know Andy will be all over that one. But holy moly, you said, or you're live. You said you wouldn't. No, actually, Teacup. My Tuesday lives will be done now. I'm going to start August 29th. I'll be starting my Thursday night streams back up. But for the next 3 Tuesdays, I'm actually too busy. So that's why I come on tonight, just to give a bit of a report. But Teacup, I was talking, if you follow me on Facebook, okay, go to Canoehound Adventures on Facebook and follow me. When I go on my canoe trip leaving on Friday, you'll be able to follow my progress by way of a map that I'm going to have on there and a GPS tracking system. So that's going to be interesting if you want to follow my canoe trip. You won't get to see details, but you get to see where I am on a map anyways. That's the best I can do to get all you guys coming along. Andy, USB chargeable, that will be really handy in the woods. You can plug it into a USB tree and charge it up. No, I actually, I've got one of these systems here, Andy. It's a company called Goal Zero, and it's a 2-panel solar charger. And I strapped that on the back of my backpack. It's got a whole charging system in there. You could charge batteries, and it's all USB. And these things, if anybody was ever looking for a system, it weighs probably about a pound, and it's got like a bunch of batteries in here and stuff. I take this all the time with me on canoe trips. I got to charge my batteries and stuff for recording and stuff. Usually keep my cell phone charged up, because if you do get intermittent cell coverage, you want to be able to use your phone for whatever reason. It's handy. But I have a lot of electronic devices that I take on canoe trips with me. Probably too much, but this here is a lifesaver. This will keep everything charged up, and it's definitely going to come in handy. So that's how I charge the flashlight. That's how I'll keep my spot unit charged up and everything. So welcome, my friend. Teacup. Thank you for warm welcoming. Yeah, so many guys want a big flashlight to carry in their front pocket. It gives them 24-hour confidence, especially after a couple beers, Sty? Well, I'm sorry. Where did I cut you off here, man? He's out partying, Sty. Sorry, he got called away. Oh, no problem, Jess. We're still here, man. Stream, Sty. No, I'm not streaming tomorrow night, Sty. It's all up to you, brother. You carry the fort, and when I get back, man, I want to get on one of your panels there and sit and chit chat with you guys too. That'd be pretty cool. Damn, Dennis missed the sarcasm above. Sorry, man. That's what I say. I get talking here, Andy, and sometimes I miss a lot here, right? Jordan, welcome back, Rain Dance. I got to get caught up here. You cut me off mid-typing. I'm not sure what I cut off, Andy, but I apologize. Gator's in the house. Hey, Just Gator. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Beach Bluff Outdoors. Just Gator. What's happening, old friend? Andy K. Blah, 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 blah. Doing good. Done a lot of walking with the family today. Good stuff. Yep. Beach Bluff. That sort of thing. I've been blending Sty's ear to recharge his app trees with. Joran H3. Oh, hello. Hello. In the words of Mrs. Doubtfire, hello. Yeah, that little solar charger, I'll tell you, man, it's worth its weight in gold. I would carry 2 of them if I had to, right? Like I say, just for power. Hey, you know what? I get out there in the wilderness, and you could be sitting around a campfire. Last year was really cool. My buddy Jay and I were up in the middle of nowhere on Lake Mesmakenda, which is kind of up in the same area where we're going canoeing this year. And we're sitting on this island, and I happen to pull my phone out, and I look, and wow, middle of nowhere, and you know how sometimes you get that wind is just blowing the right way, or the stars are aligned right, or whatever it is. And I had full coverage, right? So I put on iHeartRadio, and it's an app there for like a bunch of radio stations, and I happened to pull up the Hamilton Tiger Cats channel, which is an AM channel, and we listened to a football game up there by the fire, and it was really cool because as soon as the football game was over, the signal died. It was like the football gods really, really wanted me to catch that football game, even though we lost. But they still had it going. There we go, the Happy Canadian. You know what? You come in like 5 minutes too late. Steph Outdoors just took off. We were just talking about how many of us Canadian boys were in here on the live stream tonight. But Happy Canadians, Burlington friend, how you doing, buddy? You know what? I there again, I forget your name. If you could shoot me your name, man, and I'm going to write it down here, and I'll remember it after about 2 or 3 adventures with you. So, but yeah, just having a good night. We're just getting ready to pack it in. I don't know. Anybody see anybody out there that's streaming that might be worth popping into and doing a Canoehound raid? Canoe or Sty says, yes, we have to have you on a panel for sure. I'm doing a ghost pepper challenge tomorrow night, but didn't want to miss your stream if you were on. No, straight, like I say, go for it there, Sty, because I will not be around. I'll be rocking it. Rick Springfield, yeah. Jesse's girl, yeah. Jeff. Thanks there, Jeff, yeah. Happy Canadian. Jeff. Yeah, I run into Jeff this afternoon. He was doing a live stream, and I popped in for a few minutes. So thanks for coming out, Jeff. I appreciate it, man. It's good to see you. And yeah, he's pretty local to me. Jeff's probably about a 40-minute drive from me because I'm down around Welland, and like between Welland and Niagara Falls, and he's in the like Burlington area. I was actually just up in Burlington on Saturday? No, Friday. I was up there on Friday. I went to Sale Superstore, and I picked up my new Spot device. Got my canoe trip coming up this Friday, I leave, and we're going to be tracking that. So follow me on Facebook. You'll be able to catch most of my adventure on there and track where I am throughout the whole 7 days. Should be pretty neat. Drukla is way beyond ghost pepper style. Best brace yourself for underwear meat. You guys are gonna have fire coming out your ass as you eat all them peppers. Holy crap! Yeah, definitely check out the Happy Canadian. He's got a little adventurous channel going there, and it's always good to share some love, people, for sure. Same with you, Jeff. We got a lot of very good people in the stream tonight. There, Andy, Yaron, we got Stein North, Gator. Check all these guys out, and be sure to smash your subscribe button and share some love. Watch one of their videos, and like everybody says, leave the comment, blah, 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 thumbs up, and, all that stuff you're supposed to do if you want. Yeah, regular. It's a funny thing, I was at Sale the other day, as I was just saying. That's the name of the store, everybody, for those of you that don't know. And it's funny, the name of the store is Sail, S-A-I-L, but has nothing to do with sailing. I don't get it. It's a kind of a effed up, what do they call that, an oxymoron? Anyways, walking in the front door, I don't know if you can see this on my thumb, just in case. I pulled the door open, and I felt like, it was like somebody put a razor blade on the door. So I went in and I asked for a Band-Aid at customer service, and I had to fill out a whole accident report. It's like, I'm not going to sue you. I just want a Band-Aid so I don't bleed all over your bloody store, right? So finally got my Band-Aid after filling out an incident report. It's like, really? You're welcome. You're the Outdoor Man's Adventure to Victoria's Secret. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Andy, last night on the stream, you weren't wearing the shirt. You should have worn it. I wanted to see how it looked on you, buddy. That would have been cool. Andy K was kind enough to purchase one of my shirts off my Teesprings account. One of my limited edition shirts. I think that's the 4th one that's sold. So all I got to do is sell 50, and then I'm going to pull them off there. So you have one of 50. Like I'll ever hit that number. Yeah. But that's the only shirt that's sold so far, Andy, is that style. I guess all the other styles are too boring. I got to come up with some new stuff. Mind you, my wife and daughters want to get a pair of those leggings. I still think you look sexy as hell in them. Yeah, regular sale. Yeah, Andy, also called the Viper Pepper. Yeah, oof. I like hot stuff, but I'm not about making myself suffer eating peppers straight up, man. No. Good, thanks, me. Same, happy Canadian. Gotcha. There you go, Jess. Thanks very much. Yeah, actually, Sty and Rain Dance. Well, Rain Dance is Jess, but he's not live tomorrow night either. Jess usually goes on an hour after I do, and then we go and do a raid. But Jess is actually going to be heading out to Calgary doing or playing a concert. So, how long are you going out there for, Jess? Wearing a shirt as we speak, Dennis. Awesome, Andy. Thanks, man. Is it slimming? Yeah, Wolfie. Okay, yeah. Did I say it's a bloody story? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I went there and I kind of blew the bank. And I did discover something that I was really wondering. I went to sale, and I'm checking through all the clothing department, and I'm trying to decide: do I really want to pick up these fall Raven pants, which I wanted forever, right? Well, for a long time. And I come across on the clearance rack there was a pair of Columbia quick dry. What do women call them? Capris, like a capri style, where it comes up halfway up your calf. You know, what? I wonder how that would be for canoeing, right? You sit in a canoe and you're not going to burn the inside of your legs or whatever, right? Because you got these pants covering and they're light and wet. So I went into the change room and I tried them on, and I looked at the mirror, and I'll tell you, those things come off just as like 10 times faster than they went on. It's like, nope, Canoehound doesn't wear capris. So note to self, Canoehound does not wear capris. I look like one of them guys that wears floods. All I need is black shoes with white socks in them too, right? So, all right, Andy's got a spare keg in his shirt too. Told you, Dennis, you buy them leggings, I'll wear them. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. That's it. I think I'm gonna design a shirt there for Teesprings, and I'm just gonna put Molly on it. My dog, and put on there. It's all about the dog, right? Yeah, Molly gets more attention than I do sometimes in my videos. Rain Dance. Jess says you'll be at the festival until the weekend. Then on Monday I fly to my dad's in Penticton. Going to Vancouver, BC, huh? I got a friend that lives out in Penticton. I'm pretty sure he still lives there. I haven't seen him in quite a long time. Andy, you got someone filming for you? Yeah, Dennis, you want some more of those buff type things? What, you talking about these? I got a couple buffs. But they all got advertising on them, right? Like this one here, Woobin sent it along with that flashlight. And I hope they're not listening, but yeah, I don't know if I want to wear one that's full of advertising, right? But yeah, it's a pretty cool looking buff. I guess if I wore it the right way, like upside down, all that would show, but then a hiker guy on there would be upside down. No, really, I appreciate that they sent that to me, and I'll wear it. You know what? I'll if anything, you're wearing these things just to keep the sun off your head or around your neck, and these things are great. I don't know if any of you ever wear buffs or, but these things here, when you're out paddling or something, something you might want to consider. You take one of these and you dunk it in water, and just wring it out a bit there, and then pop it over your head and put it around your neck. On them days where it's super, super hot, super, super refreshing. It just it feels so good, man. So that's probably what I'll wear it for. And then you might get them days too where the sun's beating on you. Now I got a Tilly hat that I usually wear, or I'll wear quite often, and that keeps the sun off your ears and everything. But you could also use them, like there's a million ways you could wear a buff, right? So. And all with different usages, right? Don't mention Molly on the T-shirt. I will get arrested for advertising non-desirable substance. Yeah. So why are you asking if I wanted those buff type things there, Andy? You got some? I'll send you some over, Dennis. Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Andy. Don't send me anything until I send you stickers. I know I owe you some cool decals, and we gotta come up with something. But I'll definitely get it together. Like I say, I'm one of them guys. It's like a shoemaker with holes in his shoes, right? I'm a sign maker with no signs, right? So it's a matter of me trying to get get something just put together. And I shouldn't even say because Stuy's on here, but I don't, never mind. Let's drop the subject. I love buffs, and he sent me 6 of them, and I wear them out on the lake all the time. Oh, so you have buffs, eh? That's cool. Yeah, buffs are, like I say, they're cool. I've got a couple of them, but they all have advertising and stuff on them. Not to say I don't mind it, but like I got one that's by the Twisted Tea Company. I don't know if you got Twisted Tea in the United States. I think it's an iced tea, right? And but it's bright yellow and it's got Twisted Tea all over it. And it's like, gotta get something cool. I should actually get some branded Canoehound Adventure ones. That'd be cool. Don't owe me shit, Dennis. Like I said, as when I more appreciate you have life to get on with. No, you know what? I didn't say I owe you. Well, okay, maybe I said I owe you, but no, you know what? There's a lot of you guys that I follow. I don't mind sending stuff down to and stuff like that. It's just a matter of getting to it, right? I still do have your right here on my phone. I still got your address all set up and everything. Somewhere here. Under my emails, and Andy Kendrick right there. So we're good, man. We are good. We are good. And I see in Hike with Mike is back in the house here. Twisted Sister? No, Twisted Tea. But Twisted Sister was a cool 80s hair band for sure. That D. Schneider was one ugly SOB, he was. And he still have a great fish on it. How much space you got on your kayak there, Andy? Give me a diameter. 5 inch, 4 inch, 6 inches? How big? Address 5th cubicle, gents toilets. Yeah. Anybody see how many people we got in the house right now? I say I want to do a little look around to see who we might have out there that's live streaming tonight. Unboxing subscriber mail. Tyler did something about 3 hours ago, but let's see here. We got Tree Trimmer 82s on. If any of you, we'll take a little vote on it. How's that? Tree Trimmer 82 is a network streamer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. And then we also have R5 Adventures is on. So we could try either one of them too. If there's somebody out there that wouldn't, one of our moderators that mind putting that up, that would be awesome. Unless you guys want to go for another 10 minutes until 11 o'clock, but my throat's getting dry. Let's see, what do we got here? Address, okay, shitloads of only hobby labels on it. Oh, you got like little kitten stickers and stuff on your kayak now? Hey, that'd be cute. And you have little kittens on it. Funny enough, D got some hot chicks anyways. Yeah, you know, that's for sure, eh? Don't matter how ugly you are in rock and roll, you're gonna get chicks. Yeah. Mike, I saw Twisted Sister at a country fair before they were famous. How many hit Twisted Sister had like one song, did they not? Were they not like a one-hit wonder? 36 likes. Wow, 36 likes tonight. That's pretty good for me. I didn't even have to ask for them tonight. That's cool stuff. So Andy posted R5 Adventures. That's cool. So yeah, I don't know how many of you know Crystal over at R5 Adventures, but she's a great person too. We can go on over there and check her out. Common Man's Fly Fishing, thanks for coming in. But no, today is not Tuesday. Today is Monday. I'll give you a quick little update just because we're almost drawn to a close. But I won't be available for the next 3 Tuesdays. That's why I'm on now. So I was basically coming on to let everybody know that starting August 29th, I'll be moving back to my regular Thursday night live streams. Reason being is, I don't know, after 3 weeks from now. But no, Thursday night was my regular live stream, and I had to change that due to the football season for CFL football. So yeah, but I'll keep you guys updated as to my live streams. I might even pop in with the occasional stream here, there, and everywhere, just to say hi and to keep things going. I leave on Friday for a canoe trip. I will be heading north up around Timmins, Ontario, and everybody has the ability, or will have the ability, if they follow me on Facebook, and I'll also put a link in the description of this live stream. Everybody will have the ability to track my progress on the canoe trip. I've got a GPS device that is like a GPS rescue beacon type of thing, and it'll put waypoints on a map, so you guys can actually follow my progress on Google Maps through my Facebook account, which is Canoehound Adventures, and see where I am at any given time on the map, and see where we're camping, and see portages and paddling, blah blah blah. So it's not really detailed, but it's a pretty neat thing that you could actually track the trip. I'll also be doing a couple of review videos while I'm out there, as well as my regular video of the trip itself. We got 7 guys going, and we're going to be having a party out there, right? So very little alcohol, so not that kind of party, but just we're out there canoeing and going to be doing a lot of fishing and stuff. So the adventure is going to be great. So don't come looking for me tomorrow night. You won't find me. I'll be rocking out to Loverboy and Rick Springfield and Tommy Two-Tone. Yeah. 8675309. Over here, comments, fly fishing. You done that beer already? Nope. Allergic to cats. We'll have bats and rats, though. Yeah. 2 hits. Good stuff. Andy, 274 dislikes, so that's okay. That's okay. A like is a like, right? Is a dislike or a like? Still action. 275 now. Do all you want with NFL football in Canada. Yeah. Simple man. We watch. I'm a Steelers fan. We actually, as a family and a bunch of our friends, get together every Sunday during NFL season, and we party at somebody's house on a Sunday and watch all 3 games: the 1 o'clock, the 3 o'clock, and the 7 o'clock games. And usually, whoever house we're at, we have some. It's like a feast. And every time it's here at our place, I always pull out the Traeger wood pellet smoker and get brisket or ribs or meatloafs or chicken wings or something on there. We even did an apple pie on there one time. So that's all cool stuff there that we do on NFL. But I'm a CFL guy. I like the Canadian Football League and everything it has to offer for sure. Happy Canadian. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that. Yeah. I hope I have a great trip too. Please do check out my Facebook page, though, guys and gals. You'll find the link in the description below, or just look for Canoehound Adventures. Make sure you follow me on there. I don't know much about Facebook, but I'm going to try and set it up on there so you guys can follow me on this trip. I'd love to have you all along with me in person, but we know that can't happen. Rain Dance Jess, you have yourself a great time down there in Calgary. Be safe. Hope your concert goes well. And we'll see you when you get back there. We will get together and chit-chat one time about OBS. I'm still learning about it myself, but maybe we could try and learn a bit of this ourselves together. Joran, thank you very much for joining in there from Sweden. That's awesome. You are a good friend on here, and I really appreciate the time you take to show up. Andy, what can I say, brother? You rock the house too, man. Look forward to getting back on. Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. The little tidbit of information for you there, Common Man. Did you know the only team in the NFL that doesn't have or has never had cheerleaders? Does anybody know that one? There's one team in the NFL that has never had cheerleaders. Let's see. I'm going to give you guys about 10 seconds to pipe in to see if anybody gets this. Do 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 do. Nobody piping in. And I'm gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pittsburgh Steelers, my football team, has never had a cheerleader. They do not have cheerleaders. Yeah, even the Browns have cheerleaders. Yeah, wasn't one of them Tommy Manziel or Johnny Manziel? Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers have never had cheerleaders. That's yeah, it's one of those things, right? But they concentrate on football, not chicks on the field, right? I'm also a big CFL fan. Go Tiger Cats. I felt like cheer for the New England Patriots. I seen you had you had a basketball shirt on today, but yes, Hamilton Tiger Cats right there. Season ticket holder for 5 years now. And still haven't seen them win a Grey Cup. So maybe this year. Maybe this year. Anyways, guys. Okay, so I know that Andy had posted the link for R5, I believe. Feel free to check out any of the live streams going either Tree Trimmer 82 or R5 Adventures. Let them know you come over for Canoehound Adventures live stream, or Canoehound Adventures raid. And guys and gals, I am going to pack it in for the tonight. Don't forget, get on Facebook so you can follow me on my trip. Thanks for joining me tonight. Every one of you are awesome, totally awesome, and thank you very much. This is Dennis from Canoehound Adventures saying, remember people, keep the adventures alive. You all rock. Good night, Mrs. Canoehound.